Welcome to another round of Spudventures. This week we are back in Seattle in the year 2054 for another session of Shadowtrot. So take it away, Digo Dragon. Once again, I will be not part of the session, just running tech. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Spud. Greetings, chummers. Good morning, good evening, and welcome to the second episode of Shadowtrot. We have our team back for action. We have TheStratovarian as Lethe, changeling mystic.
A pleasure.
AvisEcho as Nebula Flare, kirin Solarian.
Beep.
DreadPriest as Nivix, unicorn biohacker.
Sup?
Wingcat as Oz, changeling mechanic.
Everything's fine for the moment.
Xencarn as Smirkfluff, griffon soldier.
Yo!
And GreatDinn as Icebreaker, Earth Pony Operative.
How's it going, everybody?
And now the news. Electrolock of the private mercenary firm Lock, Stock, and Barrel has been released from the hospital after she was picked up by paramedics at the scene of a house fire near the SeaTac International Airport. According to Buxar police, the fire was the result of a robbery gone wrong, although there are no suspects at the present time. Electrolock would not comment to us, but rumors in the shadows hint at a possible lawsuit against the high-end cleaning service, Happy Maids, for all your cleaning needs. Crash Carriage shares are up 6 points after revealing record sales of medicines in the fourth quarter last year, beating out the newcomer rival Traumahawk Medical. Keep an eye on this one, Trotters, because I smell it's going to get very personal. Today's high is a balmy 231 Kelvin with the sun and clouds. This evening, scattered showers with a 20% chance of acid rain. I am your Shadow DJ Boombox, and now for some smooth jazz while you sip that cup of soy calf and let the grid guide push your car at a breakneck 5 miles per hour on this beautiful Wednesday morning commute. Ciao.
Did you say 231 degrees Kelvin?
I'm crying as my mind.
That's negative 43 degrees Fahrenheit.
I'm staying inside. Bye.
It is winter. The current date is Wednesday, January 7th. It's been 2 days since your mission, giving you guys a little bit of downtime to do any kind of shopping, to grab any ammo or gear that you wanted to. We're going to pick up our mission here at the Double again, while you have 3 computers that I believe that you have procured in your last mission, and I believe there was some interest in finding out what was inside them.
Very much so for those more computer literate than I.
I just have to say real fast, that is almost as cold as like the annual temperature of Antarctica.
It's probably fine. Just, wear long pants instead of shorts. You'll be right.
I'm just going to be eternally on fire all day, it seems. This is fine.
Clearly the problem here is that nobody is in control of the sun anymore. Next step.
You don't need to control the sun. I'm the sun. Everything is fine.
I thought you were Smirkfluff's daughter.
I'm both.
Only sorta, but not technically.
Not like biologically or anything, but like a.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. On that note, of the computers, you had 2 desktop computers and a data pad. The desktop computer from the study, that is Coral Shore's computer. It has basically some child games, her homework stuff, nothing too much of interest. The upstairs office computer, you do find that belongs to Dr. Shore's. Doesn't have a lot of data on her work. She does have a calendar that has meetings about a project called Unity, several deadlines that weren't met on that project, and a few messages to coworkers remarking about Dr. Shore's frustration that there's been a lot of executive meddling going on from the top, which is compromising her study of Specimen Zero.
Boy, howdy. I do not like the terms. I do not like the term
Yep.
Unity being used as a project name by a genetic engineer. Maybe it's just me.
No, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. Not wrong.
There's also the fact of Specimen Zero, which means if this has been going on long enough and they've not hit 1 or 2, they found something or done something worrying.
I mean, they've done something they probably shouldn't. That's par for the course.
Ain't that the truth?
Management plans on moving the office and the research. Dr. Shores confides in a coworker named Pops that she has purchased a small safe house and will hire a team of mercenaries to go extract some of her research from her lab before it's all removed and sent to other labs to continue the project. The address to the safe house is listed in that computer. The datapad that you have acquired is her work datapad. It has a copy of her calendar notes, along with notes on her current experiments of growing some cells from Specimen Zero in certain protein vats. The pad has the location of her lab and the access code to get through the front door and to get into her personal locker. That is the information of interest that you find in those computers.
And there's no information about like specifics of what it could be or what Specimen Zero.
I have, I am a biohacker and I do have the, biological knowledge. So I might be able to, if the dice like me, get some idea.
It might
Okay.
be a good idea because after the fire, they may move on this.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
At
roll.
least to get like a little bit specific about what they're working with.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. Let's see, medicine or life science for this.
Life science, preferably, but you could do medicine as well.
Sorry to do this. Could I ask for a real quick summary again of what was on Dr. Scholl's computer and on the data pad so I can add it to my notes?
Yep. On the computer, basically calendar of meetings about Project Unity and that several deadlines for the project were not being met. A few messages to her coworkers about Dr. Shore's frustration that there was executive meddling going on, compromising her study of Specimen Zero, and that management was going to move the research that Dr. Shores was doing to other offices. So Dr. Shores planned to hire some Trotters to go steal her research for her. And you have a address to a safe house that she was planning to use as sort of like the base of operations for this mission. On the datapad has much of that same information, plus the access codes to get into the lab, to get into her personal locker, and some information on the current experiment that she was working on, which was growing some cells from Specimen Zero in protein vats.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. All right. Anyone care to make their rolls?
Yeah, I was letting you do that, and it's just like I know definitely one Project Unity from other stuff. The other one is I think it was called Unity.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not much of a science pony, so I'm not going to deal with that stuff.
I'm asking questions, so I want to try, but we've learned that the dice gods are saying no to me.
With the nature of Unity, could they be looking into something potentially more awakened in the magical sense, given a lot of ponies have sort of lost that?
You can try. Go ahead, roll
Okay.
mysticism.
May I roll culture just to determine see if I can figure out any information about the building that was used as a base?
The office for the lab or the safe house?
Safe house.
Go ahead, roll.
Can I roll intimidate to make the dice be nice to me?
No, someone else has to do that for you.
Yeah,
No.
don't think it works that way.
Respect you.
A good try, though. All right. With a 3 for medicine from Nebula Flare, no clues. Let's see. 18 medicine from O's and life sciences 25 from Nivix. O's with a 16 life science. Between you two, you seem to figure out, based on the research notes that she has on the cells she was growing, this looks like brain cells for some kind of biotech. Mysticism 19. This is probably not magic related. This is probably more cybernetic.
Okay, just wanted to be sure.
It's all right. Now you at least know. Let's see. Culture of 19 for Icebreaker. The safe house is in a kind of seedy neighborhood. It's the wrong map. Okay, where's my maps? It's in a kind of middle class to low in the Tacoma area, not far from the docks. Basically, a series of old apartment complexes there. But I mean, it doesn't stick out as any kind of important neighborhood or anything. So, as far as a safe house goes, I mean, it's nice and nondescript of a location.
Okay. Danke.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's the team going to do?
Shoot
Well-
stuff and make money.
Well, I think we should probably see about this safe house as soon as possible, as well as also making sure all this stuff is in our relevant compute for those that have computers put into computers. So,
Okay.
what tier is the data pad and computers? Out of curiosity.
Like a 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, just general personal computers, nothing fancy. All right. So
I mean,
we're gonna go.
I'm 100% down for let's check out the docks.
What's up,
I'll ask,
Docs?
yeah, I'll ask later about the computers for just selling off if no one wants.
I would think we keep them at the least make sure we have the data backed up.
Yeah, I'm putting it on my
But-
my telepathic interface one. So
Yeah, the other option would be if possible route Coral Shores' computer to her.
okay, that's fair.
But yeah, we probably want to keep what we can because we don't want some idiot recognizing something they shouldn't and then coming after us.
Well, as I said, we could probably wipe it and then just sell it as a like we used to refurbish. So, but yeah, okay, if you want to do it that way, that's fine.
Well, I technically
trust 0 people.
I technically don't think I've got a computer for my character, so I mean,
Yeah.
I've got the med kit that's built in on the arm, but it's like
If you datapad, you can always upgrade
Yeah.
with.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
whoever wants it, go for it.
yeah, and this way, it's secure on my person. And I can start putting encryptions to hide any more information we discover on Project Unity.
Oops.
Which, if it's an acronym, we got to figure out what that stands for.
All right.
And if it's not, then hopefully we're not, melding minds together into some giant hive mind.
All right. So we're gonna go over to the safe house near the docks in the Tacoma area. I'm assuming you're all gonna take public transportation or walk there.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
My
Yeah.
public
Yeah.
transportation is Smirk's butt.
Yeah, she's going to be going as a bit of a bit more of a near gray brown unicorn.
Okay.
So with the weather and all, probably about all you're going to see out of her is the front bit of the snout.
With the nice coat with the drawstrings over the hood. Yep.
little acid green Pegasus, so I can excuse flying.
Okay. Don't forget the third person name so our audience knows.
Oh, right.
yes.
Yeah, that's how it.
Yeah, Lethe for me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right. So we go over. It is a fairly low income neighborhood. You kind of walk down the streets and you get to the location. The apartment building is about 4 floors up. It's a nice, like, kind of a general common area outside the front door. There's some people just hanging out there, just listening to loud music and kind of ignoring you when you guys kind of walk up there. Off in one corner, there is what looks to be a earth pony in a straitjacket that's been loosened. And it looks kind of cold and ill, but, low neighborhood, probably somebody homeless. The safe house room itself is the basement level of this building. You walk inside, go down to the basement.
Yeah. Is the build? I'm assuming it's very cold even in this building.
Yeah.
Okay. Down to
Also-
the basement we go.
Also, while this is going on, getting the injections ready and resyncing the med kit to the party
Okay.
because it's required to do every 24 hours. So
All right.
Who's going? Oh, that's big. That is a lot of basement.
I wish
It's a
I
nice
had a
basement,
basement I wish I had a basement this big.
I wish I had a house this big.
Is this lighted
This is
or
also
like is this in the dark?
True.
There is lighting, although a lot of it is a neon purple. But you gain access to it since you have the door key code. And
We're
yeah,
going
it's
to make sure to close it behind us too.
okay. You can lock it from the
new
inside.
base of operations.
Can I say something? I just want to say something very, very fast.
Yeah.
This map makes me very much think of Hotline Miami, and I don't think that's. I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh,
You're right. With the doors, yeah.
Oh boy.
So yeah, it's got basic furniture. Everything's used, but in good condition. You have, your main living room area that you walk in. There's like 5 bedrooms, little kitchen area, dining table, some 3 bathrooms.
I have an important question, Digo.
Yeah.
What color are the bathrooms?
The bathrooms have that kind of aqua bluish tiling on the floor there, like you see. In the
Okay,
picture.
so they're not teal.
No, they're not teal.
Okay.
They're not entirely teal.
They're a little bluer than that.
Plus, they've got the purple lighting.
There's some different coloring there.
Yeah.
Okay. I just
Okay.
didn't want to have to set another building on fire.
And from the front door, straight across to the back of the room, there's like this little blue box you see with the bright colors. It looks to be the sort of something new, because this entire safe house is fairly used, but this computer at the back end looks like it's been installed recently and looks like it's part of a smart home package that's been installed, and it's currently in the off position.
All right. What would I need to roll to check to see if anyone has been in here? Because we don't know if she actually ever did get around to hiring. This might already be in use.
All right.
What would be a good roll for that?
Perception, I suppose, would work.
That's a 9. It's not very good.
Can I jump
Okay.
in on this?
You can.
Awesome.
I'm just breaking this sofa.
I have a. I'm just looking at it. The custom microlab could be used as a, sensor of sorts.
18.
Okay. Well, Icebreaker,
breaking
you're
the
not
couch.
sure. Nebula Flare's not sure.
Breaking the couch, it's fine.
Nivix, can't really tell if anyone's been here recently. Looks like Smirkfluff and O's, you two with the 18 and 23 respectively. You can determine that the last time someone was here was definitely about, you're going to say 2 weeks ago. And it doesn't look like the place is lived in. Looks like it was just somebody came in to just tidy the place up.
And how long ago was the doc killed?
Just under a week ago.
Okay, so it hasn't been used for a little while since then.
Mm-hmm.
Should we be worried about a maid service turning up?
We
Should we
might
just
take
shoot
the
them
door
on
code.
sight?
Did I hear a question?
I was asking, should we perhaps change the door code then?
You
If it's
can.
not- Well, I guess someone with computers would need to.
Yeah, simple computer check can change the code.
Make it swordfish. Unless it was already swordfish, in which case change it to swordfish 1.
Oh my god, that's evil incarnate. Calm down, Satan.
Oh, I wish
This
I
is why
could have heard the.
Computers.
So, does anyone else think they're going to end up actually living here, or are we just going to use this as a base, do you think?
This couch is awesome. I called
Fine.
dibs,
No, you can have an actual bed.
but I want the couch.
We can move the couch into one of the actual rooms.
How does
And
this
then you
compare
can procure
to
us
the
another
place we
couch.
were living?
Say that again?
How does this compare to where we were living?
Your personal little apartments, whatever? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if we're proposing to use this as a base, is this a straight up?
depends on where you were living before, how you see yourself.
I think I was probably living in a better spot, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean,
Living in a box.
it's basic necessities for a basic base. There's, the smart computer, it's like the newest thing that was recently installed. Everything else probably came when the building went up.
Yeah, but there's only one entrance, though. Yes, just the
That is-
one.
yeah.
Just the one door.
Just the one door. There are no actual windows, though each room does have monitors that can see the front door, the entrance way. So you can see who's knocking on the door.
O's size transforms himself into a maid pony and gets to start cleaning.
Okay.
Dibs. Dibs on this room. Dibs. It has its own couch too.
Well, I was thinking, just out of character, thinking that room because that's the one with the big computer setup.
Has this actually been turned on yet, or no?
No, the smart home computer has not been turned on yet.
We're probably going to want to have computer checkout on that.
Yeah, she'd be looking back to where Icebreaker is, sort of wave him like, we might as well see what devil is in the in depth here.
I do have a +8 if Icebreaker's going to be doing other stuff.
I think I am going to go do something else. I'm actually going to go back outside, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I hate to do this. I'm going to find that homeless pony from earlier, and I'm going to give him the cash that we got from our last mission.
Okay.
Just all of it?
All of it.
Shit.
So.
Okay, racking up some good karma there. Very good.
Yeah. We don't have to RP anything, but I would like to, at some point, if you have time, get the pony's name.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess seeing if she could find a place that she could call her own, probably would head out with Smirkfluff and be looking into seeing what was ailing him, because she does have detect affliction. And this would be one of the things she would do and has done before. So
Okay. What's ailing him at the moment right now is alcoholism.
okay. Let's see. Okay. I don't have that one yet. Okay, maybe later.
Okay.
But yeah, getting him to like a. She'd probably try to see if she can, especially with the money, try to get him in, see if he can go to a detox program, and recommend a good one that could help him kick the habit.
Oh, the Earth Pony will most graciously accept and thank you a million times, and kind of hobble with a little bit of a limp and kind of move towards where you point out to a facility for him to get cleaned up. Probably use the money to buy himself something warm, like a coat.
Mm-hmm. But he wasn't like physically in harm, just withdrawal symptoms and all.
Withdrawal symptoms, homeless, eating trash out of the trash cans.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure about that.
Yeah.
But she'd wait out there with him.
Yeah. I think once Icebreaker and Lethe are alone, she's gonna say, if we see him back around here, we should probably ask the others if he can maybe stay in this space.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, Icebreaker does not like seeing ponies on the street, so
Okay.
just gonna let that happen.
Good deed done.
All right.
No, as I said, like I was planning to do that after we looked over this place to make sure there wasn't anything more malicious that might happen in here.
No problem. Yeah, you can still do that. Nothing malicious found in the safe house. Seems to be as advertised. It was just something that Dr. Shores put together for a team to get hired and use as a base of operations for her snatch and grab project. Steal her own stuff.
Well, I mean, if we're using a base, maybe we should go steal it. Maybe we should go do the job and steal her stuff.
You have the address to her lab.
I certainly don't mind doing a posthumous mission.
Those are the best. There's no way you could let your Johnson down.
Well,
Or at least they can't complain about being let down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Their expectations are as low as they're going to get.
Yep.
Challenge accepted.
About 6 feet under. Shall we roll computers to see if we can figure out this thing?
Sure.
Hey, it's a not bad roll, but it's not as good.
Oof, O's.
Oz is really into cleaning and doesn't even notice that there is a computer task to do right now.
Yeah. But between Icebreaker's 19 and Nivix's 27, geez, wow. You two figure out that there are hologram projectors in each room. And this computer's connected to all the smart devices in the kitchen, dining room. Not the bedrooms, though. But they can be connected. Think of like wireless Bluetooth kind of technology to connect everything.
Friends, I have great news. Our house comes with a Hatsune Miku.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Wait, which room? Where? I need it.
All of them.
My room.
I love it. 10 out of 10.
I'm kidding.
No, this is real now. Don't take this away from me.
Hatsune Hiku.
I mean, it would be like Horse Tune Miku.
Horston Nay.
Horsune
Horsune
Miku,
Miku,
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You're welcome.
What did I
For
create?
once, I am not the
A
Pumster.
nightmare.
I exist to create chaos. I don't know what you expected.
That's all good. It's all good. All right.
Can we activate?
You can. It's got an on switch. You can flip it on.
Press the buttons. Press all the buttons. Press the buttons.
Nivix pushes Nebula away from the computer.
No.
And Icebreaker pushes the button.
Yeah.
Team effort.
Okay, the computer whirs to life, does a quick self-test. Everything checks out okay, and it turns on. Several devices in the kitchen turn on. And a hologram projects in front of everyone. It's a androgynous pony, no mane or tail, just a blank cream coat, and basically bows and says, "Good morning, Dr. Chandler. I'm ready for my first lesson." "Oh, are you the
It's
team
evil,
that's been
correct.
hired by Dr. Shores?"
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's evil. Kill it.
No.
"Good day to everyone. I am the House Artificial Intelligence. I am here to do whatever is required of me to keep the house in tip-top shape. I can cook, do basic cleaning. If there's anything that you would like of me, I am here at your beck and call."
Wait, so it's a hard light hologram, or does it just
No.
control the tech?
It just controls the tech. To do things like cleaning and stuff, it would operate remotely. Things like the Roomba and like the oven self-cleaning program.
Right.
Did the
Oz
doctor
finally
give you-
snapped out. Oz finally snaps out of his cleaning trance long enough to say, "Can you clean this place, please? It's rather dusty."
Okay, she nods, and you see like a pair of Roombas kind of go out and start, sucking up the dust off the floor. One
Do
of
you
them has.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you can go ahead.
I was going to ask the AI, like, do you have a designation that the doctor gave you?
The doctor did not give me a designation. I am at the beck and call and designation of the Trotter team that was hired. You may call me as you wish.
All right.
As
so
you
who
wish.
wants to
What is your
initiate?
maintenance status?
Me.
Who wants to initiate the hour-long conversation we have about naming this AI?
Well, the AI just asked to be named as you wish. Oz is addressing it as you wish.
No.
No.
Until some pony stops him.
Their name is Betsy.
You can just name it blank.
No, it's Betsy.
We are not naming it that, child,
Why?
because that's awful.
You're awful.
I mean, I don't disagree, but we're still not naming it that.
Then come up with a better name.
Okay.
I'll
like
put
Machina.
forward. Yeah, I'll put forward Machina.
Any objections?
None.
No, I like it.
Machina has been accepted as the designation. Thank you.
Can I call her Maki?
You may.
Yes.
You can.
Yay!
Am I correct in thinking that you mentioned a Dr. Chandler?
Chandler is an associate of Dr. Shores that worked at the facility.
First name?
I was not given his first name. I am sorry.
Do you know if he had a particular nickname that Dr. Shores would give him?
I do not. I am sorry. Their conversations were not something I was privy to. I was simply created to facilitate the Trotter team at this safe house.
Okay. I have one last question for you. Are you a VI or an AI in designation?
In designation, I have been told that I am an artificial intelligence, an AI.
Thank you very much.
You are most welcome.
What sort of lessons was Dr. Chandler going to teach you, if I may ask?
I was taught everything I need to know about cooking, cleaning, taking care of the house, and to defend the Trotter team from any dangers that may come to the front door.
Defend? How?
I can lock the door. I can alert you if there is any weapons located within this facility that should not be counted towards your stock.
Why did you say first lesson then?
I am not sure. Or perhaps there's a glitch in my programming. Should I run a self-diagnostic?
Probably wouldn't hurt. Who knows how you've been off for a while, it looks like.
Please give me 5 minutes to perform this. The hologram sits down and sort of looks like in a trance as you see the computer doing a lot of whirring and clicking, going through lines and lines of code.
If we are to be staying here at a more permanent residence, we do need to see about giving the AI the means to defend itself as well.
Let's just strap some knives on the Roombas. That should be fine.
Oh no! Oh, you're just making me remember that one image I saw. It's like start playing "Welcome to the Jungle" and the Claymore Roombas appear.
Mm-hmm. May I roll culture to see if I can identify a Dr. Chandler who happens to work at the same facility?
Sure.
I will roll life sciences. I think
That's 18.
because it would be under the same bioscience. I'd say.
Okay.
Or for biotech companies.
Nice numbers. Okay. So let's see. Icebreaker with a culture of 18 and Nivix with a life science of 20. Dr. Chandler has been mentioned in a few publications. He had this very interesting out-of-the-box idea about creating an artificial intelligence by way of basically that growing a brain and hooking it up to a machine. Nothing ever came of it after a few years, and eventually the project and everything was bought out by Shirawase Corporation, and that was that. Dr. Chandler then just started working for them, doing other projects, and his revolutionary idea just kind of faded out from public interest.
We have a brain in our base.
Well, now we know where it was going towards. Sort of.
Fascinating.
Machina
I think
finishes.
Icebreaker is going to look at Nivix and then point a hoof at him and go, "You are not breaking this thing apart to look at it."
No! Not allowed! You don't hurt Maki. They are precious.
Well, why would I? You don't destroy the prototype when it's the only one.
Speaking of Machina, she finishes her self-diagnostic and stands back up. Thank you for your patience. I have cleaned up several lines of code. I am now ready to serve as your house warden. Is there anything I can do? Would you like me to cook a meal?
Do you have access to your own blueprints?
Unfortunately, I do not. My blueprints are highly classified, even by myself.
Maki, can I have some juice?
Of course. You see her wave, and the fridge pops out a plastic cup, and the dispenser fills it with apple juice.
Maki's the best.
We do need to see. We should see about getting her. Like, Machina, do you have full net access, or are you cut off from cyberspace?
I do have basic matrix access. Would you like me to download some soft jazz for you?
No, thank you. Not at this time. We do need to see about getting some proper safeguards to make sure that she can.
Icebreaker! Firewall time!
I'm sorry, what?
We get the firewall up, we get, some safeguards up.
I heard
Because-
fireball, and I was like, what?
Say fire?
No, it's basically, we don't want Machina going Skynet mode, so let's get some safeguards in place.
Machina, how good are your anti-cyber attack defenses?
I have the latest suite of firewall and anti-cyber attack software that you can find on the public market.
Okay, so we know one thing we need to be looking for when we do this. Let's get the stuff that's not on the market.
If it's not on the market, how do you find it?
A personal acquirement on site.
Black market.
Then just call it that.
Machina, what would be needed to give you full administrator access over yourself?
I am not sure. I suppose you could program administrator access to be given to myself.
Who currently has administrator access over you?
The Trotter team that's hired to do the job.
And nobody else?
Nobody else.
Are we currently designated as the Trotter team for you?
You are?
So we have administrator access.
Yes, you do.
Out of character. Okay, remove Nebby's admin access.
What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna make her get me juice and cookies.
Just
Take
a,
away Smurfs.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I'm not blowing all our budget on cookies and juice.
just an out of character point. You could only remove your own administrator access.
Ha.
So do we all
Okay.
need to agree to give her administrator access?
You'd actually have to physically program that into the AI. She cannot be just granted it.
Yeah.
It's sort of a safety thing.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
This got a lot more complicated almost immediately.
It's a good kind of complicated, though.
Yeah.
It's a house that takes care of itself while you're away. That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's very good. But at the same time, we basically also just got given a child in charge of it.
I suppose.
Machina, were there any other additional information that was available to us as the Trotter team for this mission?
That information would be given to you by Dr. Shores.
Okay, and in the event that Dr. Shores was not able to give such information due to work time or other life-altering events?
Machina kind of stares into space a moment thinking about that. Then kind of looks at you and says, I am not sure. That is outside any parameters to give you an answer. I am sorry.
Okay. I guess we have a place. We have a spot that looks good. Are there any complaints to trying to see this through and finding how far the Wonderland goes?
The rabbit hole. Yes.
I'm 100% down for actually doing this, and Icebreaker is going to look at Oz and look at Lethe and say, but between the three of us, it might be a good idea to let our associate know the information we found out concerning Dr. Shores. Just in case if anyone comes in who happens to look like her, it's maybe not something that is immediately accepted.
Okay. Oh, fair enough. That is a good point. Machina, we
Yes?
have going to have say we are going. Dr. Shores has the same administrative access we do. Yes.
She does not. She had removed her administrator access before shutting me down.
Okay. Well, would that solve your issue?
Yes, but I still think we should tell her.
Okay. Machina, we are unfortunately have to say that Dr. Shores was killed in relation to this project we have a suspicion of, and we are doing such to see what happened to completion. I am sorry.
So Dr. Shores has
Been killed, yes.
understood. I will update my personal databanks on this information.
Sorry, your mom died.
It is all right. I am not sure that I understand feelings the same as you do. I am programmed
That's
to understand very basic empathic information. Thank you for sharing this information with me.
You are welcome. I am sorry. But she'll look to Icebreaker then, and if everything's settled. She just sort of looks unhappy at having to have done that, but
I mean, if you didn't want to, I was going to do it. I just
no, it's not the first time.
Makina, how much information do you want about the specifics of her death?
Say that question again?
Do you desire any specific information about her death? We investigated the scene of her demise and found some information.
I believe that the proper protocol for the death of a admired one is to bring justice to this death. Is that correct?
That is correct, and that is more or less what we were hired to do.
Very well. Do bring justice to this.
who else, if I might pry just a bit more, has administrator access? Is it just us?
Just you.
So, no Dr. Chandler either, and no Rocky Shores either, correct?
That is correct. None of them are on my list of administrators at the moment.
Do you have a list of associates or people with grudges against her? A list of people you would suspect? A list of ponies
Unfortunately,
you would suspect?
no. Dr. Shores did not tell me much of her personal life. I'm not aware of any grudges or enemies or anything of that personal nature. I am sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. All right. Should we hold a team meeting to figure out what the heck this job's going to be?
Unhurt.
I guess the best thing we need to do is see about what plans we have, how close the cops will be, Buckstar Security primarily, but if they have a instant response team as well, that might be on site, or other corporate guard, and see about ways to get in.
Sounds like a good start.
All right. So how are we going about this?
I
All
can
right,
see
what
about the
plans
neighborhood.
do we have?
Say that again?
What plans do we have first up? Like what blueprints, schematics, whatever.
Well, you have the address to the lab, and you have the passcode to get in the front door.
And we
Any
have
of that-
one for her personal locker.
And her personal locker, yes.
Assuming we'd need to do this fast then, because if it's only been a week, or if it's already been a week, there's a good chance that locker gets emptied soon.
Okay.
Any of our tech geniuses able to get lab blueprints for us?
Only what would probably be commercially shown. If she had anything hidden, we will have to search on site, unfortunately. But
Sure,
yeah,
if we can work out any potential security they're likely to have, it will give us some sort of heads up. Because I'd rather, not get shot in the butt by a ceiling cannon we didn't see.
we might also see if there's anything commercially that is scheduled to take the information and surreptitiously arrive before them.
I mean, it worked last time, sort of. So yeah, I think information gathering is our best bet, at least for a couple of hours, and
Okay.
then we actually plan the full infiltration.
I'll give you the easy stuff first. The address that you have to the lab actually points to the east Snohomish area. Snohomish is basically an area of rolling plains and farmland. And the address is basically off State Road 9. It is a cow farm.
Huh.
Oh god, no.
This takes me back.
I got to do it. So they're dealing with a lot of bullshit.
There it is.
Wah, wah, wah.
No one was gonna say it.
But, I mean,
At least it's not horse pucky.
the bad news is that it's a long walk from where you are now. You may have to rent a vehicle because public transportation will not get you that far. On the plus side, because of its relative long distance, if anyone calls the police on you, it's going to take them a long time to get there.
Okay, there is a good upside at least.
Most likely
Ah.
they'll have their own security.
Yeah, so what's just basically on site.
Yep. So get rid of that. You basically have the place to yourselves for a while.
And if this is more about, this sounds like more if it's more about the secrecy of the place than anything. So it's going to be subtle security, probably.
That's a possibility.
So we're going in guns blasting, yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, I started blasting.
It seems probably like the best bet, but we would need a place nearby that we could potentially know where where the response teams will be coming from, though. If we're going to do this loud. So the way we came and all other ways that we could probably evade through the regular streets there, security one way or the other. If they were to send it, what would be the quickest way? I guess is asking.
Quickest way to get there?
If security was dispatched to us, which way would they be coming? Like the way we came from to get here normally, or from a different spot?
Most likely they'd be coming from the same direction you would be coming from.
Okay, so is there any place that we could skirt around, perhaps, to avoid them on trying to flee, so we don't run into them hauling all whatever we haul off?
I mean, on foot, you could hide in a cornfield. If
No,
you
not. I was saying with the vehicle.
Oh, with a vehicle? I mean, there's a lot of just rolling hills and not a lot of places you could hide.
Yeah, but I'm saying like.
But being the winter time, though, there are going to be. You could probably bury the car in some snow or hide it in another barn on a neighboring farm.
Actually, that's a point. Would they be driving or would they be flying?
Depends on how good their security is.
It sounds like we're
Yeah.
not going to really have all that information until we kind of like go out and scope the area.
If you're
'Cause, I
talking
mean,
if you're talking about the Buckstar Police, they'll probably send a couple of police cruisers there, so they'll be driving. If Shirawase is sending their own personal security forces, they might come by helicopter.
Okay.
Because yeah, we can't. Yeah, because it may
Can
be
we not
easier
pick
for
up
us to get in and out.
Shirawase, please?
Because it might be easier for us to get in and out by air than on
Yeah.
rubber.
I mean, you could rent your own helicopter, I suppose.
I mean, how many of us can fly? Legit question.
3 of you.
Yeah, Lethe, O's, and Smirkfluff.
All right, so we do have an option for scattering if we need to. That's good.
I still
It
think
won't be
probably the best
fast.
bet is to hide in plain sight. We rent a storage. We rent a U-Haul. Sort of drive it out there, grab everything, and just keep on trucking. We park it a little ways away from any potential security. Go the rest of the way on foot, or hoof rather, and then use that to take everything and just keep on trucking like nothing's the matter.
Yeah, I'm just worried about what kind of. So we know it's a showwise facility, don't we?
Yes, based on notes you got from Dr. Shores.
What do we know about them as a company? Like, would they How much? Yeah, how much about them can we find? Like, how much about their security operations on other sites could we find out about, or our hackers find out about? I should say, because if they have a generalized sort of security scheme for a lot of their buildings, we might be able to factor that into any plan.
That 19 is just general info on Shirawase.
Okay. General information. They are a mega corporation that very well known for cyber technology and biotechnology, among lots of other things.
All
But
right.
Are they known for anything awakened in terms of their defenses, like living defenses, like attack dogs or other things like that?
Attack dogs, but most likely the mundane kind. They probably
Okay, nothing awakened like the equivalent of a basilisk or cockatrice.
likely not,
Okay.
unless this facility is really big and houses a lot of deep company secrets. You're likely just going to have more mundane means of like attack dogs and people with guns pointing in your direction.
Okay, that's fine.
To be honest,
So
I'm not
just
sure I
that
totally
and
want to
not-
shoot a dog.
I mean, yeah, first of all, but second of all, it's like, okay, ponies and other things we can deal with, but are we going to have to deal with like more drones? Because I don't know about you guys. I don't like sitting around and just staring at a drone.
There are likely to be aerial drones as well as drones on the ground for basically finding intruders first.
No attack Roombas.
There may be.
The Roomba with an angry face and a knife attached to the top of it.
The bus
It's like
phone-
it's their only security.
It is truly the most horrifying thing ever.
At least it's not a Roomba with a flamethrower for getting those really, really tough spots.
Wow.
My wife
That's-
told me
No,
I'm not allowed to have a Roomba with a flamethrower. It made me sad.
That's on the other side. That's on the other side of the world. That's where they have those.
Okay.
You know, down under, where everything hates you.
I hear in Napalm they have Roombas the size of dogs.
Well, Shirawase is a Napalm origin, isn't it?
Yes,
So they might have dog Roombas.
they might. Might have even Roombas for your lawn buzz.
Oh my god, I'm completely off topic, but I went to Bunnings the other day and they legitimately had a lawn Roomba and it was like 1.5k, but I really want to buy one.
Oh boy.
Okay, imagine that one going across your lawn with the blades roaring.
Totally
Yeah.
safe. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'd get it, but I
All
guess
right.
Sorry, my brain just went to the like worst version of the future where instead of like combine harvesters, we have combine Roombas.
oh boy.
I mean, that's just a self-driving combine harvester, right?
I know.
They are self-driving
Give it-
vehicles, yes.
give it
2054.
give it 6 months, it'll happen.
Okay, so do we want to rent a vehicle for transporting the big stuff out, though? Yes. The question is, do we want something like a bit more fast, but not much carry capacity, or do we want more something bigger that might blend in?
Because we don't really
Well,
have any
how
idea
far-
of how much stuff we're getting, do we?
No, that's why I was suggesting something big that we could haul a whole bunch of stuff out with.
Yeah, I think
Well,
that's
how far
probably
do
for
you
the
have to
best.
park it before it looks conspicuous? That's the bigger issue. Because if you're parking on the other side of the road, that's kind of like, oh, what's that? That's where they're clearly going. But if you're parking it in like a parking lot of a small place, they don't know that.
Exactly. As I said, like we can make it look like it may have broken down or something like that. Just put up the lights or whatever, and
Does
It
that
should
mean
be
that
good.
someone has to stay with it?
not really. It's just we just have it parked and like we went to go wherever. So would be the first time that someone's called a cab or taxi to come get them after in the middle of nowhere.
So, just my thought on this is, what can we do with the drones from last session?
That's a very good point, actually. Can
Well,
we can we
question?
use them for scouting?
One of them was completely destroyed, but there's enough parts to rebuild the other one, so you can have a basic drone with a camera on it.
And 2 shock pistols that were going to other people.
Yeah.
And you said that they were like from what I remember from last session, you said the drones were pretty like standard commercial ones, or
Just,
that
yeah,
had
stuff-
been modded, right?
They were modded to have the gun attached to it, but otherwise they're basically your standard drones that you can get at any hobby shop. So anybody who
Who
sees
wants
them
to
will-
be a YouTube influencer today?
And yeah, that's that.
Because if we pretend we're shooting a video for something for one of these, social media channels, then we have then we have like a really good excuse if they ask us what we're doing.
Icebreaker is going to look across the table and go, "Oh, gee, whoever here could possibly have the equipment and know how to run their own show?"
All right, Nebula, you're up.
No.
I'm Smirkfluff, and welcome to Jackass.
A nearby donkey goes, "Hey."
I hate this.
All right. If you want to rent a U-Haul truck or a utility van, about $75 will get you it for the day.
Okay.
Just bring it back with a tank of gas.
Okay, I can do that. I'll take the 75 off.
Okay.
A full tank? Christ. Don't want much, do they?
Well, they give you a full tank to work with. They just want it back in the same condition with the same amount of gas they gave you.
I bet it's not even a full tank.
If it's anything
But it's like-
any U-Haul I've ever rented, it's definitely not a full tank, but they expect you to return it with a full tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get half a tank. Just bring it back with half.
Man, this is a generous U-Haul place.
Generous.
Yep.
If I rolled a 1, you'd probably get something with a wheel missing. Oh my gosh.
Oh, so it's a high class.
There you go.
It's haunted.
Well, that's
Oh
just a
god,
plus.
yeah, the haunted. Oh, God. You would bring that one up.
No, probably not haunted. The question is, what does the horn sound go? Because is it the default or
That's
that?
the horn.
Cucaracha. Oh.
Yes.
You know what?
No, please.
Okay, just standard horn.
No.
It's a horn that's just a voice recording that goes, "Horn!"
Yes,
Headcanon accepted.
that's our getaway vehicle.
All right.
That'd be one of the dumbest jokes I think I've ever made.
It's one of those U-Haul trucks on the side that says, come see, beautiful. And it's got just some random location.
Come see, beautiful. Everything is graffitied out.
Yeah. My favorite's Nevada with Area 51. It's got aliens and stuff.
Mhm.
Anyway. All right. So you have the van, you have the location. It's a nice farm in the middle of nowhere.
Does anyone have piloting?
No.
I have piloting 4. It's just not trained.
It's all right
Okay.
if you don't have it trained, it's all right. You can still drive it.
Yeah, I just better say in case we have to make a little quick. Whoever's that is probably going to be the one actually doing the driving.
Yeah, you would make checks only if you're trying to do something like a stunt or trying to evade a chase or something.
Awesome.
But just to get from A to B through traffic, you're fine.
Yeah, she's making sure she's up in the front where it's nice and warm.
I mean, if you're driving through downtown and some of the nicer neighborhoods, you could just let the vehicle drive itself with the grid guide system.
I don't
Because-
trust no grid guide system.
Grid grad.
Yeah. I mean, self-driving cars are pretty standard. How well they self-drive kind of depends on how good the neighborhood is, because they rely
Can
a lot
I
on street sensors. Oh,
You
go
can
ahead.
absolutely not drive. No.
But what if it's auto driving? Can I drive?
No.
Just turn on auto drive. Lock
Nebby's
the
too
wheel.
short to reach the pedals.
Turn on auto drive, lock out the manual controls, and then set Nebby in front of the no longer functioning controls.
Yeah, I don't want to actually do the work. I want to look cool.
No, I don't trust you not to hit a lever you shouldn't and have the whole car flip over.
Look, I just
Don't let me have fun.
okay. Then what I'm hearing is you want to recreate The Simpsons with Smirk in the driver's
Yes.
seat and Nebula as Maggie.
Yes.
You mean it's not already?
Get Nebby her own little baby car seat.
No.
Get in the car seat, Debbie.
No.
Buckle your seatbelt, Nebby.
The day I snap, the world is going to burn.
Oh boy.
Down
And we'll be somewhere else on that day.
I'm sorry. Now I can think of is like turning that like the command phrase, comma Nebby into show them Nebby.
Well. All right. So it looks like we have our plan. We have our vehicle. We're ready to go.
I guess.
Anything else we need to gather or do before we hit the road?
I'd say common sense, but I'm pretty sure we lost that a while ago. So yeah, I think we're good.
Yes. Yeah.
It's one of those,
Trotter.
make sure we get everything loaded, prepped, all of the ammo set, and just so that the bookkeeping's up, who got the shock pistols?
It's up to you guys.
I know I know we wanted to give one to our Solarians so that they could shoot distantly.
I'm not allowed to have a firearm. Remember?
Nebby is the
Last time she had a firearm, she shot me in the butt. So
Well, you can be the one to hand the gun to her when it's time to shoot things. How about that? So she isn't sitting there looking really upset when she wants to hit the things up there, and you don't want to throw her.
I can't throw her. Weak little noodle arms.
Fly me
Way too
closer. I want to hit it with my sword.
Wow. Alrighty then.
I think it was one gun to Nebula and then the other one to be sold.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I would take it if no one else wants it because I just have something that wouldn't work too well on drones because it's a non-lethal weapon.
Yeah, all I really have is the, I do have the auto pistol, so I'm probably going to be using that if we need, to shoot something, unless I can, corrosive it with the stuff. Actually, might look into the Costojet, just thinking about it.
Okay.
Anything?
But if you guys wanted it or whatever, you guys have priority over me. I just wanted to say I would take it if no one else is going to, because it would be a thing I could use against drones, which I sort of don't have a lot of utility against.
Yeah, you can take that. I'll probably, as downtime, get the Costojet. I was looking at that, and it's like, you know what? It's a good idea, because I can just melt the drones.
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a electrical pistol.
Think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
basic electric pistol.
Okay, I'll look it up and put it in while you guys are doing.
Okie dokie. All right. So we're ready to take off?
Yes.
Okay. Get rid of the tokens, get rid of the map. All right. So we are off to the farm. We'll rent your little van, no questions asked. You drive it out there.
I mean, some questions asked. They need to
Okay.
know if we have a license.
Well, yes, there's that.
And if we
Yeah,
want the
license,
pink
I have
one
a
or the
gun.
red one.
Good enough.
We want the red one.
Okay. And you're going to use your one repaired drone to kind of spy?
Yep.
Okay.
Just do a general area sweep, see what we see.
All right. So you drive out there. The drone that you use picks up that it is a fenced-off ranch. The fence is chain link with barbed wiring on top. Keeps the cows in their pens. Keeps the wolves out. You do see one group of cows in one area near the middle of their pasture. Just some are sitting, some are lying down. They're all just milling about, not moving much, staying close together. There is a gate with a guardhouse. You can tell, looks like the windows on that gated house have been smashed. Doesn't appear to be like it's manned by anyone. You do not see any vehicles or anything in the driveway. The farmhouse itself, just a single-story ranch. It's got a garage, probably like a 3-bedroom based on the size. But looks pretty quiet so far. That's kind of what you pick up.
Cool. Just to clarify, are the cows sentient or just cows?
Just cows.
Mo.
Thing.
Unless they're actually sentient.
Okay.
No,
Fair
it's pretending
question, yeah.
cows. We'll walk in there, the cows start screaming. It's like, God damn it.
Oh, that's actually sorry. Like thinking about the implications of that, like between the show and this, that's kind of horrifying, actually.
Yep.
Cows have not gained sentience.
They did not
They
return to
lost sentience.
Yeah.
sentience. That's horrifying.
We genetically engineered cows without sentience because why?
Well, it's also been hundreds and hundreds of years since then, so.
Smirkfluff's gotta eat.
Right?
Let's see. Serious cows.
And getting an actual steak dinner, that's expensive these days.
Oh, I
gotta-
bet.
You gotta be making good money to afford a meal at a place like that.
Oh, like,
Most
there's
people-
not that
I mean,
many
that's
people
true
that
now.
eat
I wouldn't
meat.
want to see it 100 years from now.
Right?
Damn it! Talking about steak made me ruin my notes.
I'm sorry.
I wrote guardhouse and I was gonna write windows broken and I just wrote steak.
Well, I mean, you guys are on a stake out here.
Oh my god. Meat house.
Oh, please don't.
Okay.
Is he made
yeah,
of house
to
or is
errors
the
will
house
bind.
made of him? He screams because he does not know.
He does not know.
All right. How do we want to approach? Doesn't look like there's anyone around.
Is there a gate or is it all just fence?
There is a gate. Like I said, there's a gatehouse there. It's not manned. The windows are smashed on it, and there is a gate. Basically, it's one of those rolling gates that are on wheels that kind of roll to the side that open up.
Do we want to drive the truck in? Just open the gate and just drive the truck in?
Yeah, it seems like a reasonable thing. With the windows broken, all like we'd look like we were just there to pick up things.
Yeah. Works for me. All right, I'm going to get out of the... oh, wait, no, I'm driving. Someone else is going to need to get out of the truck and open the gate.
Just quick side question: is acid KAC or EAC?
Acid is AC, I believe.
Yeah, it's only a projectile that's KAC.
Okay.
Okay. I guess I'll get out and see if I can't open the gate. I'm the ostensibly rogue.
Okay.
What, sleight of hand to unlock it?
It's not. It's a basic electronic lock. Normally, the gatehouse, you would push a button to open it.
Okay.
You see that it is powered. There is a solar panel that powers the gatehouse and the gate itself. So you could push that button to open it. If you want to go the quieter route, you could just simply unlatch it and push it yourself. The gate is a little heavy, so I'll need a basic strength check.
I guess I'll unlatch it and do my totally average strength check. That's surprisingly good.
Well, they maintain this gate really well. It's well oiled, and yeah, you managed to open it out very quietly.
That makes me immediately suspicious. But gate open, truck can go through.
Gate open, truck can go through.
Awesome. I will drive the truck in then.
Okay, you drive the truck in. There is basically like a open area in front of the house, of the ranch house, to park, or you could go to the right side where there's like a garage.
Sorry, I'm trying to get the Costa Jet put on the sheet, and it's trying to get the single to work with me.
Oh, okay.
It's drag and drop, I think, for the damage.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm saying get the +2 because it's a ranged weapon.
Oh, okay. I can
Probably
help you.
hit the garage rather than park out front, I think. Because if we're parked out front, it'll look weird if there's an actual garage to park in.
Yeah. As I said, if we're just sitting right there backed into that, it would pretty much seem like we're just there to pick up and move stuff. So.
Mm-hmm.
What's the damage on the electro gun or the gun? Is it a D6?
For the Costa Jet, 4.
It's a D4. Okay.
Yeah, it's 1d4A. So.
Okay, I think that fixes it. There you go.
It's still listed as a melee weapon. So.
Oops. You can melee with it, right? Okay. Burp. There you go. There you go. That should work it. All right. Are we park in the front or garage?
Garage.
Garage. Okay. As you drive the vehicle to the right side to the garage, you do see that lying in the snow there is a body.
Oh heck!
But is the garage open?
The garage is not open. There is a keypad that you can enter a code in.
Yeah, let's move the body real quick. So,
Okay.
at least try to see who this is. See if there's anyone that might be either we know or whatever.
Okay. The body is a male unicorn. The entire left side of his head is completely bruised. Like something massive bludgeoned him. He's wearing a black jacket with a belt. There's a badge on him that says security.
Yes, someone else is here.
Yeah, seems to be.
Is it possible for me to do an identification of the damage?
I'm taking his badge.
Okay.
Is there any other identification, like a name or whatever?
Yeah, name tag on him says Shadow.
I am the ultimate weapon.
What?
I was gonna reference that.
Okay.
He's a pony, not a hedgehog.
Yeah, pony.
Okay, well, I guess we just sort of set him to the side, sort of out of the way, I guess.
Okay.
But still blocked by the vehicle, so people won't see a body passing by.
Okay. Are you using the? Sorry. Are you opening the garage with Dr.
Passcode.
Shore's
Yeah.
passcode? You enter the passcode.
Yep.
The garage door opens up, and the inside floor of the garage opens down to a ramp into a tunnel.
How big?
Big enough to drive your vehicle in.
There we
Hell
go.
yeah, we do.
And let's take the body inside too.
Okay.
Put the body in the back of the truck.
Okay, can do.
I feel like
Yeah.
we should keep the truck out top.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, make sure the garage closes again.
Leave a rock in front of the garage door so it actually opens.
We don't want anyone else getting in.
Oh, that's not
Yeah,
good.
but we want to be able to get out.
Yeah, that was a roll to try and see if I could, identify what exactly caused the injuries.
I mean, something hard, bludgeoned to death. I mean, you could definitely tell that whatever hit him on the side of the head killed him, but it was something big. That's all you can really determine. big and solid.
Boy, I can't wait.
Map.
Uh-oh.
We have a facility map.
Ruh-roh.
Secret lab.
Secret tunnel.
Do I have to go from this one, maybe? Oh, there it goes. Lethe's definitely staying towards the back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's everybody.
All right,
All right.
How far in can we take the truck?
There looks to be a vehicle that crashed where the X is. I used the little X's to denote things that are of interest. Here.
Neat.
Yep, just to make this thing here.
Direction did the crash happen? Was it trying to get in or was it trying to get out?
A crashed pickup truck. The truck hit the corner, took damage, looked like it was trying to get out. It is repairable, for anybody who wanted to ask that question. There's no driver or passengers. There is some blood on the driver's side headrest. In the truck bed, there is jumper cables, a battery-powered lantern, and a small crate of canned food. 12 cans in total.
How long would it take us to repair the pickup truck?
Repairing it would probably take 2 to 3 days, depending on your mechanical skills.
Can it be towed out?
Can it be what?
Towed out.
Yeah, it could be towed.
Awesome. We're taking that with us when we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
at least
or
we're
you
taking all this
know
stuff
party
and putting it
preferences
in our
and already tying the truck to the party's getaway vehicle.
Okay. Your rented U-Haul does have a hitch that you could tie it to.
Awesome.
I want to at least take the stuff from the other truck into our truck just in case we have to leave the tow truck for whatever reason.
Okay. You have the jumper cables, lantern, and 12 cans of food.
Does it? I have actually a curious question. Does it look like, was there a path of like blood leading up out of the garage when we came down in?
Perception.
Okay, well, crap. The reason I'm asking is, whoops, where's my sheet? There it is. I'm thinking that the person that was right here was the one that was out there. He just managed to stumble and fall that far.
I was going to say I could, use my analysis and see if it is,
Yeah, because it seems unusual.
Basically scanning everything. Is this the same blood or same?
Well, we would need that,
person?
but I just wanted to see if, like, he basically tried to flee. Because of his security, the fact that this was a security officer, there was no obvious security, means he was probably down here, may have tried to flee on that, and then when he got up, something caught him or whatever when he did that. He got up there, the cold and the probably hemorrhaging claimed him.
I mean, hell, the crash could be the thing that caused the bruising.
Yeah. So he's
All right.
trying to flee from something.
Smirkfluff perception 9. And Lethe perception 13. Can't really determine anything other than the blood on the headrest isn't coming from the security officer you found outside. The officer's blood's still inside, so he internally bled to death.
Okay.
So the driver and the security officer do not match. 2 separate entities.
Okay, so there's someone else that didn't make it.
Taking a scan just as a precaution. It's one of those, start identifying everything we come across in case it's, if we get caught, he was dead when I got here.
Nebula perception 15. Whoever the driver was, that they sustained that injury before they got in the vehicle. By the looks of how the vehicle hit and the damage on it, looks like they couldn't drive it. They attempted to, they crashed it early, so they were not in good shape when they attempted to get away. Icebreaker with a roaring nat 20 there for a total of 25. You can make out faint tire tread marks next to the truck of another vehicle, and you can see some blood on the ground. You're thinking that there was another vehicle that picked up this driver and left with him. Or her. Left with they.
Yeah, left with them.
Left with them.
Okay.
Can I run the plates on the vehicle?
You can.
Is that computer?
Yeah.
This is worrying.
Mainframe.
11 will be enough. I mean, you can get the DMV public record that it's a company vehicle for Shirawase.
Of course it is.
That's all. Nothing fancy. Clean record, just owned by the company.
I don't like either of the options here, y'all.
Well, I just no choice but to forward into the breach.
All right, so what's our marching order then?
I'm under your wings. So
Yes,
I'm
me and-
essentially wherever you are.
So so me and Neb are going first. Then I take it.
I prefer to be fourth or fifth.
Icebreaker is going to say, before we actually go on down there, I'm just going to point out this truck, which tried to leave, and these tire tracks, which were also trying to leave, and suggest maybe we should open that gate up in case we need to leave in a hurry.
That's why I put the rock up there, so that it would be open. And why I said we should have left the car up there.
I'm thinking more along the lines of we keep that gate open and we make sure it can't close.
Okay.
If that's what we need to do to make make you feel comfortable, we can.
It can be done. Not difficult.
So yeah, I would like to do that then.
Okay, it is done.
Okay.
It is kept in the open position since you have the codes to do it.
Yeah. While they're doing that, I'm going to take a moment to sort of try to center myself and see if there's anything unusually, like, metaphysically.
Whoa, okay. So with a mysticism of 23, there is the background magic in this area is a little heightened. Magic happened here not long ago. A lot of magic.
Oh boy. She's going to share the concerns that they either had more than a few company mages potentially on staff here. So whatever happened was not good. And they certainly employed them. But yeah, she does not look very happy about that. But she's not picking up anything like thoughts or anything like that from the around her that might be trying to reach her through the telepathy.
Correct, you are not picking up any of that.
Okay, good. That would be even more oh crap.
If we once we have the gate open, Icebreaker will be more than happy to take absolute front of the march.
You sure you don't want me to do it? I can probably bullet sponge better.
Probably you can, but ideally it doesn't come to that. If there are people we can talk to, I think I could maybe handle that. And if not, pulls out knife and very short range gun. I don't really feel like I'm going to be of much use in the back.
Well, how about this? You go under one wing and I'm under the others. It's fine. We're all like walking as a unit.
Nah, it's
God,
fine.
When did I become the party tent?
Nah, I don't want to be a bother.
All right, so Eyes first, Smirk and Neb second, man.
Okay.
Well, I mean, actually, like, do we have to go on a 5-foot line, or is there enough that we could walk 2 by 2?
Yeah, I mean, you can go 2 by 2. Doorways are big enough.
Because that might not be a bad plan.
Okay.
For no, O's is taking the same shape Lethe is, so that Lethe and O's are literally fourth and fifth.
Okay.
All right,
Yes,
so
let's go.
I guess that's our marching order.
All right. That's
What's
fair.
saving on the animation budget?
Hmm.
I think you can like put stuff sideways, so in the actual marching order thing we can do it like this-ish.
You can, yeah.
So and more like this. It's like Sorry, I've got the party sheet open and I'm trying to roughly approximate what's going on that map.
So yeah, so it's basically front row Icebreaker, second row Smirkfluff and Nebula, third row Nivix, fourth row Lethe O's.
Sounds
That's
I
the march.
guess.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that works out right.
Basically, yeah.
fair. All right.
reasonable to me. All right, into the breach.
Yep.
Clearly, just go over here and kick open the door.
Yeah, that's a electronic door. Requires passcode to get in, which you happen to have.
Does the passcode
God, I'm
involve
just-
kicking it?
No,
I'm
it
just moving.
involves letters and numbers.
Is it Swordfish 1?
No, Swordfish 2. Someone's been here.
Oh
No, no,
my idea!
no. It's one swordfish one.
Oh, you're right. I'm wrong. I have been educated.
Swordfish _1.
Swordfish, but the O is a 0. All right. Yeah.
What kind of monster?
All right.
I guess let's open the door.
You open the door.
Something horrible.
Whoops, I grabbed the door, I guess.
Good job. Where are you taking it?
to Disney World.
Empty dinner.
We're taking the door to Disney World.
I
Anyway.
really want to know now what would happen if you tried to enter Disney World with just a door.
They probably tell you to.
They'd give you a door charge.
Oh.
I don't know. You might be feeling left a little ajar.
Right here.
Oh.
That was
Well, at least you got a handle on it.
Oh, I was not prepared for that one. That was good. Okay. Okay, I'm here. All right.
Next. There's a big machine with an X.
All right. You enter what seems to be a storage and staging area. Stacks of supplies and equipment that are brought into the facility for people who stay here. The big X marks a mainframe computer, it looks like, where they would store data and information to be copied and taken out. However, the computer has been destroyed by fire.
Nebby didn't get in before us, did she?
To your knowledge, no. Also, the area is poorly lit. The only lights that you have are those emergency battery lights that go on when the power's cut,
And my moat,
and your moat. So
because that's
there's
always there.
not a lot of light going on.
I guess remove eye patch to use special eyes. So I can see roughly in the dark.
Okay.
Okay. It looks like we've got 2 paths down here. Looks like one going south. and
Weapons
one...
fire or like it was set on fire?
Roll me a perception.
Can do.
It's just one path.
Okay.
Take out a little bit more of the mask. It was set on fire from the inside.
And
Ooh.
that's why you make sure your cooling system is sufficient.
This is why you don't use iron brew as a coolant.
No,
Right, let's see what we can salvage, guys.
something tells you it wasn't simply a computer malfunction that caused it to burn from the inside.
Something that size? No.
Self-destruct charge?
So a bird flew into it.
The best you can think of, magic.
O's engineering check is for diagnostics and salvage.
You can salvage spare parts if you want to build your own computer, but nothing data-wise survived.
Fine. Then Oz is salvaging some snacks spare parts for Maxie.
Okay. I see a 15 perception from Nebula.
Just like overall.
Oh, overall, okay. And Nivix engineering, were you doing the same thing on the computer?
Yeah, pretty much just trying to see if there was like anything that could be recovered, because like some of the storage mediums you actually can recover data unless they've been fully destroyed. Like with hard drives, you can pull the disks out of them and put them in a different one to read if the disks themselves aren't destroyed.
Correct. But in this situation, there doesn't seem to be any hard drives available to pull out or anything. The system is destroyed. You could just get spare parts. We'll say you could collect $300 or 300 credits worth of spare parts. You could build a decent little basic computer out of that. With the perception on Nebula, let's see. In one of the stacks, there is a medical kit amongst the food. So you can get a basic medical kit if you want to take it.
Yay!
Doo-doo.
That makes 2 that I have.
There you go. Any other searching in this area?
No, I think I'm just heading to the next door.
She's going to make sure, she's going to check to see how much of the fire might have been magical in here. Do you want me to do another mysticism?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
Is the computer the only thing that's set on fire?
Yes.
Okay.
17.
Yeah, it's definitely was just something with a spell or a magic effect blew up that computer. Very efficiently.
So they were in a hurry. Ooh.
Nothing else in this room has been set on fire. The food stuff, the extra clothes and stuff like that, everything else intact. Nothing was touched, just that computer.
So they had to cut and run in a hurry then, if all this was left.
Possibly.
She continues to look very, very pensive.
I want to pull my gun
Okay.
just to have it out. There's something really off here, and I don't like it.
I don't like it here on principle.
Yeah, Nivix is getting his stuff ready as well.
Ooh,
By the way,
excellent.
I know I said like I'm just going straight to the next door. I'm waiting for everybody first.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I want it to be clear that Icebreaker is not just like kicking down doors and moving on without other people.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Icebreaker is a barbarian.
This next area is a staging room. These are storage lockers with lab coats, safety goggles, PPE gear, basically where scientists would come in, get dressed up to do their lab experiments and stuff with biologicals.
Taking all the PPE gear to donate to our local hospitals and doctors' offices.
Okay.
Is Dr. Shore's up in here as well to look through?
Yes, hers is there. It's currently locked. Since you have the passcode for it, you can unlock it.
She will do so.
Okay. Her lab coat, there's also a pistol in there, a basic semi-automatic pistol. It doesn't look like that's standard issue for a scientist.
Yoink. I'm going doolies. But
And-
more seriously.
And there is a cred stick in there with about 1,000 cred on it.
Okay, she'll take the cred stick because there might be more to it than that.
Money!
Free money.
Yes.
Yeah, and Nivix is going to see about scanning to see if there's any other biologicals inside, basically, aka, did anyone else open this lock or...
I mean, lots of people come in and out. Fairly recent.
Well, I mean, specifically in the locker itself.
No, just Dr. Shore.
Okay, so this was... But is there anything in her pockets with her gear or anything like that?
No.
Okay, this is troubling.
May I take that jacket?
Sure.
Yeah.
If you all will give me a moment, and I'm going to make myself a disguise.
Okay.
So I'm not going to try and look like Dr. Shores because that would be goofy. But I am going to try and look like scientist, like someone who belongs.
All right.
Good idea.
So that is the disguise check. Okay. There we go. That is a disguise.
Very good. 19. You very look like you belong here.
Any of these other lockers open?
Yes. The other ones are open. Lab coats and stuff like that.
And none of the other ones have pistols, right?
No.
Okay.
What are the names of the
everyone.
lockers?
Two of them have names. One is Dr. Klein. The other one, Dr. Bunsen.
No Dr. Chandler, though, right?
Sorry. Yeah, third one, Dr. Chandler, right there.
Ah, okay.
My apologies.
At least there's not a Bunsen honeydew.
Had to scroll down my notes. List of names. Okay.
You said Klein, Chandler, Bunsen.
Yes.
Bunsen burner.
Checks the lab coats to see if any of them are small and fireproof. If any of them are, Nebby gets that one.
No, they are not fireproof.
I don't want it anyway.
We can make them fireproof.
I don't want it. I don't like it here. I don't like those coats.
Does this room look like it suffered anything? Like in terms of like, or is this more relatively clean room for things? compared
Relatively,
to the rest?
relatively clean. Looks like nothing
Okay.
out of the ordinary. No fight or anything.
All right. After the disguise is put together, Icebreaker is going to turn to Smirk and say, all right, if anything happens, if we happen to encounter anyone who looks like they belong here, please be sure to point that gun directly at me, okay?
Okay.
Make me look like a hostage.
Can do.
Icebreaker is going to, like, rub Hoof across throat. Do you think this sounds fine? I'm not sure if this is the right voice for this.
Oh, it'll be fine, I'm sure. Actually, if you're pretending to be a hostage, you probably want to sound a little bit more panicked.
Well, I can do that as soon as we have people, but it's a lot of energy to be panicked over nothing right now.
I mean, I can point a gun at you if that'll help.
Oh,
Oh boy.
I'm sure you could. And yep, continue on, I guess.
Moving on, long hallway going north, but on your right side there is a door and it's marked security office.
Did we happen to grab a key card or anything off that corpse?
Nope. He had no key card on him.
Okay.
I mean, Nebby
Yeah, I
took
only
the
took
badge,
that,
but
Yep. Oh, so he's not like me and keeps his key card attached to his badge. I see.
Or someone took the key card.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
probably more likely.
You could, it's an electronic lock. You could always try to hack it. Or you could try the brute force method.
Oh.
Who's got
I
the
have a
master
plan.
key?
we knock on the door and ask to be let in.
I don't have the skeleton code, so
Whoop. I
hold on. Let me try the password. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, it's Swordfish 01.
No,
Yes.
you
Icebreaker?
don't use the same pass. Yes.
It's not the same one. It's 01 now.
Please don't tell me typing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as a joke did.
I rolled a 20. It unlocks the door.
oh my god.
I am so fucking done with this place.
Just
Okay,
on
I
a
want to
whim.
leave for other reasons. I want to leave for more reasons now.
That's
The
just
security
bad
office.
operation. Yeah, that's just bad operational
To
security.
the
is what that
security
is.
office.
It was just too fortuitous not to go with.
God. Bravo. Bravo, dice.
Bravo dice. All right, security.
Oh,
All right. The computer is still running here on a backup battery. There is a dead mare Earth Pony guard laying on the floor to your right.
oh no.
Looks like died from several bruises to the head and chest, and one stab wound to the chest. The tag name says Hammer. Has a basic club and pistol on her. There are only 2 bullets left in the pistol.
Hammer's time has been stopped.
It wasn't her time.
Okay, so once again, doing the scanning to see, try and get traces to see if there's any connection between. Basically, trying to see if I can track someone doing these killings and such.
Okay, you do get a sense that there was someone here. And not too long ago.
Oz helps
Can I
himself to
make
security. Oz
general
helps himself to
perception
security cameras and sees, okay, is there anyone left in the base that the security cameras can tell?
Okay, the camera network says currently down, requires power to operate.
More than just a battery, then.
More than just the battery. Yep. Whatever backup the camera system had is not working. You would need to restore power to get the cameras back online.
Okay,
just the video?
Oz sees if it's a local fault or tries to get some idea of where the generator would be.
While Oz is doing that, Nivix is going to try looking at the footage previous, like what data can be gotten off the machine.
Okay. You would have to go to wherever the main generator power room is. Get power back on there. That's all the computer can tell. As far as recorded camera feed, you go through a lot of it. Nothing unusual. You do see some scientists walk around, security walk around. And then you do pick up that there's the last recording has someone coming through the garage door, walking down the ramp. Looks to be a kirin with purple mane, wearing half a mask, sort of like Phantom of the Opera. And just kind of walks in past the security camera. And then after that, there's no more recordings.
Hey, Digo,
Yes.
can I make a general, general perception check to make sure nobody's sneaking up any of these corridors?
Can?
Thank you.
I would also like to do that.
I see
Yeah.
crap all and nothing.
You're safe. You're very safe. This will make a great winter home. Icebreaker with a 23. Yeah, you definitely don't see anyone else in the area.
Yeah. I do want to say one thing real fast. With the eye patch off, along with the infrared vision, that is when Icebreaker started recording.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is gonna show up on the show at some point.
Yeah. Lethe can record directly with what she sees with her telepathic thing, so since it's a bit more like direct thoughts, so you do have a backup.
Cool.
If a bit more personal.
Might be a little easier to edit my eyeball though.
Oz has a
That's a
similar backup as well.
Okay.
Because I kind of don't want to show y'all on the video feed. I hope you understand.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, on this computer, you do have some messages written by the security guard that you found outside, Shadow.
And
wanna
they
get-
said,
Oh, okay. They're audio logs. So I will just play them. December 18th, 2053. Dr. Klein complained about hearing voices in the main lab. Thinks we have a spy, but my feeds confirm no one else is down here. He should get his head examined. December 23rd, 2053. Reported Dr. Schorzer supervisor. She was attempting to access files outside her clearance. Don't know what's up with that, Mayor. She's been acting kind of funny lately. December 27th, 2053. Dr. Klein's complaining about the voices again. I forwarded a recommendation for him to see a shrink to his super. Honestly, I need a vacation. These extra hours are just not doing it for me. December 30, 2053. Well, now Dr. Bunsen said she heard voices from the lab. Checked it out myself. I found nothing. Well, nothing more unusual than that rock with the weird face on it. It's like those eyes follow you whenever you walk by it, like those weird pictogram things that the kids like. Creepy ass thing. January 2nd, 2054. Thank the stars they're moving the rock to another lab. The eggheads are all creeped out by it and they're annoying the piss off me with these false reports of intruders. Caught Dr. Shore snooping in Klein's computer. She says she was doing something for him, but I'll have to confirm with Klein about that. I don't know. January 5th, 2054. Well, the rock's out. That's good riddance to that rubbish. Had to oversee an incident during the move. 2 workers were injured with the forklift suddenly gave up and dropped the rock on their feet. That was kind of funny, though. The small things that make this job bearable. January 7th, 2054. All right, guard post recorded an intruder at the front gate, and then they stopped responding. So I'm going to go check it out with Nails, and I'm going to leave Hammer here in charge of the nest. Probably some ganger high on meth or something thinking they're invincible. I'll make short work of them. That's the last recording.
Oh boy, it's a color out of space.
Oh boy. Lethe is going to pale very considerably at the mention of the rock. Especially the eye, because that sounds like something she might have an idea or perhaps have seen in another time. 18. No, not the best, but not bad either.
Not a lot to go on in just the recordings what a rock with a face on it would be. You probably need a little more information to really know.
Yeah.
But,
Maybe one of the other computers can tell me, but that is the fact that the voices, that's what she was sort of more worried about. Because
there definitely could be a mysticism to this. It's certainly something that they were checking out down below and studying. All right.
Yep. I guess we move on.
Cool. Evil rock causes accidents. Also, less not like unsad about it, but slightly less sad about this guy we found dead.
Yay for slightly less sad.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously I don't really want people to die, but he also seemed like an asshole.
Well. All right. Can we move on?
Yeah, let's move on, I guess.
Okay.
If they're all ready, I'm not going to move on without them.
Yeah, trying to actually see if we can find any of the recordings from those times of hearing voices.
Those are the only recordings you can find on the computer.
Oh, another X.
Oh no, a branching hallway.
So I take left, you go straight, right?
Take a left.
First, we need to check out this pile of stuff.
Yep. Okay. Checking out the X. All right. There are a stack of crates here, just general lab equipment. There is a dead mare Pegasus scientist with the name tag Bunsen leaning against it. Broken left wing, fractured skull. Cause of death, most likely internal bleeding from head trauma by whatever solid object crushed her skull in. And I'll give you this one for free. She didn't die leaning against the crates. Looks like somebody sat her up.
That's weird.
Like they were going through like a front pocket or something?
Possibly?
Does she
Is
look like
she-
she was sort of dignified in death? Like I'll ask that question.
Yes.
Okay.
She's not holding anything, is she?
No.
Okay, so
Nothing held, nothing in the pockets.
someone did the best they could for her then.
Turn to the others. We don't split up.
No.
We absolutely split up.
Oh.
Right. Get the child harness on, Nebby.
Going anywhere. I don't like it here at all. I'm not leaving Smirk.
No, the harness is for Smirk.
If you're into that, okay. I didn't think you were going there.
I'm still not going anywhere.
Alright, so are we going right or are we going up?
I would say right, because that would probably be a lab. We might be able to find more that way. Because if this is like a main hallway, it would make sense to have offshoots rather than.
Well, we're looking for what? Another locker?
Some of the computers from what the three main scientists,
Dr.
Klein,
Shores. Yeah.
Button, or Dr. Shores as well. Yes, but
Basically, whatever she was researching here, find that information and take it.
yeah, but there's a lot of other worrying things that we learned about, like anything we can find about the rock as well, because there's something about that worries me.
Not personally fond of going down something that could be a dead end.
Okay, so we've found what? 3 bodies so far.
Mhm.
One that's reportedly probably died in the car from the car crash. Another one that was murdered, and another 2 that were, fairly obviously murdered.
We're missing two.
You found several bodies. They've all died more or less the same way. Blunt force
trauma.
trauma.
Yeah, we've seen one person that might be what caused it. Another kirin might be, but there's enough to not say for sure. But Lethe is definitely looking very worried for a different set. She's not really looking around, but almost like sort of spaced out and sort of checked out in a different way.
Trying to pick up background.
Trying to see again, like more of the magic, because there's something wrong here. The fact that this one was left this way indicates that there's something personal. Like you don't leave someone like this.
Make me a check.
Okay, mysticism or sense motive? Or
Mysticism.
Okay.
Whoa.
I did it for the lulz, so.
Would have been nice to have. Oh well.
So,
18 again.
well, we'll put it this way. The mysticism 18 from Lethe and 20 from Nebula, both of you at the same time turn and look down the east. Straight down into that dark area. That's where the background is picking up.
Okay. I would suggest the east. I don't like it, but the east seems our best bet.
Go north to get it out of the way so we don't have to go east.
I think at this point we might want to change up our marching order. I don't think talking to whoever we find is going to be a real option.
Maybe not. We'll have to see. And
I mean, let's be honest. Everyone we've encountered so far is very, very dead. I don't think we're going to have a fun conversation with whoever's doing that.
I agree. Again, though, I do feel like I need to be kind of close to the front if combat does start. Because
I don't disagree with that. But I'd rather be acting as a meat shield for everybody than watch you get shot 16 times before I can leapfrog you if we go through a doorway.
I don't think we're worried about something shooting us at this point. I think we're more worried about blunt force trauma.
Fine, if someone throws a hammer at you.
If you could, to the east, if you would, please, Smirkfluff.
You can dodge a hammer, you can dodge a ball.
I'll back up behind Smirkfluff to stand with Nivix.
Okay.
In our marching order.
All right. So have.
I guess before
Here
the
we go.
police goes on, would say at least a small prayer to the doctor before continuing on. Given
Okay.
it's the time.
We going all the way east, or are we going up from here?
One room at a time, my friend. One room at a time.
All right.
Okay.
May I roll perception to see if I hear anything?
Yeah.
I hear my heartbeat.
That you do. You hear your heartbeat.
Don't think I hear much else.
You do hear...
I hear my discomfort.
All right.
Wow.
Let's see.
Everyone is uncomfortable.
A 9, an 8, a 5, a 5. O's got a 16. And 11. Okay.
Good work, our changelings, on rolling the only 2-digit numbers.
Okay. O's, you are the one that picks this up. On the right side, that door right here, you do hear a very faint electrical buzzing sound. Like something electrical's behind there.
No.
We've got power over here.
All right.
There's a lot of stuff in this room. I see also red blood.
Yeah, where
Splatter.
that X is, that's the point of interest. The computer here was analyzing, before the power went out, was studying samples from different unicorn horns. The blood looks like someone was beaten over the console, dropped and left to bleed out, but the body's not here anymore, so it got moved.
Does the blood match any of the other samples I have?
It does not.
Does the blood look like it might have been the mirrors out in the hallways?
No.
That's what I was checking.
The mare out in the hallway, she didn't look like she bled out. All that blood stayed inside. Of interest on the unicorn samples, the last 2 entries are kirin, not unicorn.
Yeah, I officially hate this place.
I want to leave.
We can download the data, right?
Yeah, you can download it.
Okay.
There's not much to it, but yeah.
Snagging a copy.
Yeah, this shit's going on, drives that are touching nothing else until we have a chance to air gap scan.
Fair enough.
Any idea what it was analyzing the horns for?
Just basically looks like medical tests. It's like blood type, any kind of genetic diseases, how healthy is the subject. I'll give you this one. It's the kind of tests that you would get for if, say, you were going to be given a cybernetic implant. They want to make sure that your body is not going to reject it.
I like this place less and less.
I want to leave right now.
So do I, but we need to make sure that whatever's down here, we need to get to the bottom of this. There's so much more that we've stumbled on.
I vote we just get the data we came from and then TCFO as fast as possible.
I guess let's try the door to the east. Is that feeling still there from the door there? Or did it go to the north?
The feeling actually goes a little more east.
Okay, to the door then.
Is the door locked?
All right.
The door is locked, but you do have Dr. Shore's passcode, which seems to work on it.
All right. If someone can just yell me the passcode, I'll open the door.
She'll do so.
All right.
Code with one hand, gun in the other.
You find a large power generator room.
Oh, hell.
3 generators. With the X marks where the computer is that governs the generators. All 3 of them are offline.
I vote they stay that way.
Lying on the floor in front of the console is your missing person where all the blood was from. That person was bleeding, is a mare earth pony. No identification, but looks like died from several stab wounds.
Like the one that we saw on the video?
You did see one stab wound on Security Officer Hammer.
Yes.
This is similar.
Okay, so likely the same
Several.
perpetrator.
Yeah.
If we turn the power on, we can go back to the security room and get a safe glance at most of this lab without actually being there.
If we turn the power on, then every single person in the building's gonna know someone else is here. Because 10 to 1 bets all the lights change.
Lights would likely all come on, yes. But you do get full access to the security cameras.
I don't think we're worried about I don't think we're worried about multiple people at this point. I think we're worried about one thing.
Well, whichever it is, I don't particularly want them knowing that we're here.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I vote we don't turn the power on.
How lit is this place so far that we've been going through?
Dimly. Just a little emergency battery lights.
Well, this is going to see if it's possible to turn the power on without turning the lights on.
Roll me computers.
Yeah. The thing I'm worried about is that if, with this light and all, there's a lot of places for someone to hide as well. With the lights and all, we would be able to see anything.
Honestly,
But-
you guys, real talk, you guys really don't need light. I have a 20-foot radius of light right by my head.
I know. I don't need it either out of character because I have 60-foot dark vision, but I know there's people that don't. So that's why I'm saying, like,
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm just saying that thing does exist. We're not like completely in the dark. It's like
I
a
know,
giant-
but I was just like an in-character reason for things.
Yup.
Don't worry, we're plenty conspicuous.
O's with a 23 in computers. You find the circuit breaker panel. You can turn the power on without the lights. You can just simply flip all the lights in the facility to the off position from here. However, that does mean that if you want any of the lights on, you'll have to come back here to turn them on.
Would that turn the emergency lighting off?
No, the emergency lighting comes on when the lights are off.
Okay, I can turn the power on without giving us away. Shall I do so?
But what if it starts doing whatever it was doing when the power was off?
Yeah, what if it turns the machines back on?
I can keep them off too. I can restore power just to the security room.
The fact of the matter is these things pointing to the generators are going to make a lot of noise if they're turned back on regardless.
That it will. As far as the machines go, you don't look like you have switches for individual machines here, just the lights.
Back
just
away
saying if
slowly
there was-
from the power grid, pouting.
Wait one moment. Can say. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be AFK just 1 second. I'm looking up something about one thing I'm trying to figure out. So
Sure.
We know where the stuff is. We can come back to it on the way out if we absolutely need to, and if we know that we're not going to be chased down by some kind of horrifying monster.
Chased down by some kind of horrifying monster. You know how these expeditions go.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we can always cannibalize them for parts.
the look on his face like he is seriously considering trying to drag one of these massive generators out and bring it back to the base for their new companion to have as a power source.
Could we fit it on the truck?
I don't think so.
No.
It's blatantly too large, but he's thinking it.
Okay, so
Somehow.
we balance it on our truck and the broken truck, and just tie it down with zip ties.
That's totally not conspicuous.
Piece by piece, let's steal a generator.
Zenos looks to the door and says, wait, how did they get it in here in the first place?
They built
He's
That door is way too small.
They built around it.
We're gonna
Like built
steal it.
them in here.
We're gonna steal it now. We're gonna take all the power.
I have just a case of this is a pure DM thing and all. Like
Sure.
one of the things that is I was looking at is explore futures and all. It's basically I could do a bit of a it for me would be a mysticism 14 check, but if I make it, it basically would give me a sort of a reroll potentially. But could I use that for like something similar, like would be a good thing or a bad thing to turn on the power instead?
Sure.
Okay, I just wanted to ask before because this was sort of a house rule kind of thing that you would have to say. So first of all, see if I can do the roll. Okay,
Easily.
yeah. So she's sitting there, sort of looking through futures, sort of in a bit of a meditative state, and she's trying to figure out if turning on the power would be a good thing for us or a bad thing.
Turning on the power without turning on the lights gives you access to all the cameras. You could at least look into other places, possibly. I mean, there's enough low light that cameras should still be able to see what's going on. So it does give you a little more advantage of what's coming around. I mean, if there's still something skulking around here in the dark, you haven't met it yet.
Very important question that I realized we didn't think about till now.
Yeah?
Are there vents?
Like air vents?
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably.
yeah. There is an HVAC system here, yes.
Cool.
No.
How big is it?
It's very small. You're not going to get more than like a cat through that.
Okay, so no.
No
No,
ponies.
It's not
are-
It's not
Alien.
going to be an alien. It'll be a thing from Thing.
Yeah.
No
It's also-
xenomorphs. It's fine.
It's also currently not running, so it's a little warm down here, but not terrible just yet.
It's warm? You'd
Yeah.
you'd think with the ambient weather and whatnot, the problem would be it'd be cold.
Electronics give off a lot of heat. You can see
outside.
right.
Electronics give off a lot of heat when they're on.
Also, you're getting the distinct feeling that whatever happened here was very recent, so it hasn't cooled off
Oh.
completely.
Yeah, it's been sealed.
Good.
Remember,
Oh, good.
I vote we
Shadow's
bomb the hell out of this building when we leave.
Shadow's audio recordings from his
Yeah.
thing mentioned that the last entry was today.
Yes.
Good.
All right, let's check the other direction. I guess happens if we go up.
So to answer the question on the mysticism, would turning on the power be good or bad? Overall, you get a little bit more good than you get bad.
Okay. Finally, after a bit of the time, as she sort of blinks to sort of clear her head, like sitting and looking, I think that there's might be a little downside to turning that on, but there's much more good I think we can do with it.
Both raises and looks for the rest of the party's reaction to that.
Yeah, I still vote we leave them off. Not that I don't trust, weird pony voodoo, but I don't trust weird pony voodoo.
Weird pony voodoo.
For me personally, I'm fine turning it back on later.
Okay.
Once we know our escape plan, because the thing is, this is close enough to the door.
Okay. That's fair enough.
That's my thought on it. I don't disagree with turning it on, but I just want to do it at the right time.
Fair enough. That seems a reasonable thing for everyone.
Seems reasonable to me.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, mysterious voice from the heavens.
You're welcome. All right. You have
That's not me.
You have entered a large surgical room.
Mm.
The large central machine is a auto dock surgical system. It can do many types of surgeries automatically by itself. There
This is like
are, huh?
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you paused to let us talk or ask. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I paused to take a breath.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Digo doesn't breathe.
You'd be surprised. Okay, so there are 2 dead patients on the table with their heads opened. Looks like power went out in the middle of the surgeries and the battery backups did not come on for whatever reason. The blood on the floor of the chamber that you're there, that's from a third body, a Pegasus stallion. Looks like security, but looks like his name tag was taken. And he's also got stab wounds and blunt force trauma. The 2 patients on the table, one's an earth pony, one's a zebra, both mares.
Oz looks to see what was being implanted in them.
Okay. Roll me medicine.
Nivix is doing that as well.
Is this like a bit more of a more expensive version of the autodoc that you would see in some of the first responder things that she used to be with?
Yeah, this one's a bit higher class than those kind of things that you see.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure if this was something that she might have seen before.
Okay.
You said these weren't unicorns on the operating tables, right?
Correct. One's an earth pony, one's a zebra. Looks like they were going to get some kind of bio implant put in.
I have great news, everyone. They intended to give everyone magic with fake unicorn horns. Just a guess.
What?
Right. More data entered into the pad and scans.
Project Unity, after all.
Well, in this case, it's more like in
Project
case there is a
Uni,
shapeshifter.
U-N-I, like a unicorn. God damn it.
Are the
me, I'm
fake
having a
horns present?
You can have a moment. I'm having one too. I don't.
I heard a question. Can you repeat, please?
Are the fake horns present?
No, there are no fake horns here. Remember, the samples that were in the other room are just samples from actual unicorn patients, checking to make sure they were good recipients for cybertech and biotech.
Is there a locker or something to the east over here?
That's a wash station.
Okay, just wanted to be sure.
Got to keep clean when you do your surgeries.
Is
So it's
an
not a door.
implant still here?
No, the little table where the autodoc would keep the implants is empty. They have been removed.
Is the Autodocs database accessible?
Not with the power off, no.
Is there any residue or gosh, what's the freaking word? Trace of fire or any char?
Not around here,
Ash?
no. No char, no ash.
Does this door listed real quick for what's it say?
Say that again?
Oh, what's listed on the door for the behind it?
The door on the right?
Yeah.
Door on the right. That one?
Thought you said the right
it
was a
says-
workstation, not a door.
Well, there's a door here next to it.
Okay, no, what was on it? I'm sorry.
On the door, it's elevator, stairs, and storage.
Oh.
That sounds like a place we want to come back to after clearing this floor.
Okay. I'm just thinking like the reason why it looks busted out up top is that one of these probably leads up there as a background escape in case the drive is blocked. And someone or something may have gotten in that way. Okay, I guess to the left then.
Left, to the left, to the left,
Yep.
to the left. Okay.
Going to make our way sort of very carefully around the things to sort of look down this way.
Okay.
Hide to the left. Hide to the left.
So what, we don't want to hit the door we're all next to?
Apparently not yet.
Oz is
Right.
going to briefly check the connecting corridor while everybody else gathered up in front of the new area.
Okay. You check there. Some piping, some general storage tanks that will have generic blood for surgeries.
Sorry, in a Shadowrun setting, generic blood sounds like a thing you'd find at a pharmacy. Try new generic blood.
Oh my gosh.
Have
That's
you
probably
lost
where
your
they
blood
got
through
this.
punching?
Oh dear. Okay.
I know what you're thinking. Those brand name blood prices are just too high.
uh,
Your vampiric appetite got you down. Try new generic blood with more riboflavin.
well, the blood donations, the blood can be processed to be much more generified so that any blood sample can be used by anyone. No more
Yeah,
issues of matching blood types.
Oh yeah, as a universal donor, I do understand that.
Yep. So now all blood can be universal. Okay, so
We found the one good thing about this dystopia, y'all.
All right, moving north. This room was completely charred. This was a storage room for gases, oxygen cylinders, most of them ruptured. The room, thankfully, was reinforced in case that happened. And looks like a fire suppression system did go off here. But other than one or two oxygen tanks that survived, everything else around here has been destroyed by the explosion.
I don't like this room in particular. I don't like any of the rooms. I don't like this one especially, as of this moment.
Okay.
Boom room.
Because fire's bad.
No, fire good.
It-
Room put out fire. That make room bad.
No, fire good. Explosion's bad.
Explosion's bad, yeah.
Explosion's bad.
The way it was stored around here, probably not completely OSHA compliant, but secret lab. Who's gonna know?
I'm pretty sure that most secret labs are not OSHA compliant. That's why they're a secret.
Room on the
Oh.
left, same setup,
This
same
is-
kind of fate.
This is why evil organizations need secret OSHA.
Secret OSHA.
Secret OSHA or super OSHA?
Secret.
Secret.
So
You can also call
Sosha?
it the sub OSHA.
no, it's SOSHA. So secret OSHA. Just
Sosha.
add an S in front of it.
Mhm.
Tries to determine from a distance if any of these tanks are still filled and able to explode.
2 oxygen
Two of
tanks.
them.
Was
2 oxygen tanks, survived. They are mostly filled and usable.
Oz checks their mounting to make sure they are not about to slip off and make a spark.
I'll give that one to you. They are still secure and safe. They are not damaged.
Oz lets out a sigh of relief he didn't know he was holding.
Okay.
Okay, I guess to the one door down to the left because it looks like we've hit a
Donut.
turnaround.
Yep.
Yeah, she's gonna sort of go back the way she came rather than and
What-
stop sort of peek before she steps out.
What is this room that we entered, by the way?
This room that the one with the gas tanks?
The one on the left. Is this just a continuation of the gas tank room?
Yes. Continuation of the gas tank room. Same fate that it caught fire and exploded.
Okay.
Nothing usable there.
All right, so which door are we hitting?
Down here.
The one what ain't stairs, I think.
Yeah. And what's behind here?
A new car!
Yeah.
Oh, good. We need another one.
My nightmares.
You
When you
think
get-
you have nightmares about cars?
No.
When you get to that door, you do hear a faint voice on the other side. Hey, is someone there? It's dark in here. Let me out.
Don't answer.
Lethe can she actually is he within enough to speak telepathically to?
You can reach out telepathically, but you're not picking up anything.
Oh. Huh.
Hey, someone there?
She's going to motion Smirkfluff to the door and sort of let him do when he's ready, and she's going to step way back.
All right.
Question. I can use the custom micro kit to do a life science check to identify.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes.
All right.
Shit.
No,
I have an extremely weird check, if I may.
13 on life science, not quite enough to pick up anything identifiable.
I have an ex-
Do Dinn's thing. I'm going to double check the ruling on it because there was something about the DCs in the commentary.
Oh God, initiated turns.
Sorry, that was.
No.
I hit the
No,
wrong
it's
thing
fine.
there.
Just make it. I figured it was an accident.
That was nice.
My question is, can I justify my profession, multimedia specialist,
Uh-huh.
to determine if this is a recording? To listen for telltale signs of like audio compression or perhaps a speaker system with some kind of fault in it, or anything like that, because a voice does sound different than a recording, ever so slightly.
You know what? Go for it. I like that idea.
Okay,
Clever.
so I found the ruling on it,
Uh-huh.
and it's saying if the creature is living, this is a life science. If it is unliving, it is physical science. The DC of the check is determined by the creature's rarity. You can attempt this check untrained regardless of the DC, and you always treat your dice result as a 20. That's the operations manual. I will take a snip of the page and post it in the channel.
Oh, nice,
Okay.
Din.
Yeah. Okay, on a 27 for Icebreaker's check, this is definitely a voice coming through some kind of recorded speaker system.
I don't think there's actually a person behind this.
It's dark
So
in
you still want me
here.
do you still want me to open the door, or?
I'd say be ready to shoot at it, because
Yeah, get the firing
Oh, I was
line ready.
already willing to shoot it. That wasn't
Yeah.
the problem.
How many can I carry with my telekinetics at a time? How many guns?
1.
Well, there goes that idea.
Whatever the voice is, it's not naturally coming from that room, if that makes sense.
Yep,
I
that
couldn't
is
pick
correct.
up a mind within 30 feet of the door.
That is also correct. You could not pick up a mind.
All right,
So-
I am Nebby back. I will open the door.
Open the door.
No, one hand punching in, one claw punching in the code, one claw holding my guns, my little laser rifle, laser
Okay.
rifle,
Wait, a rifle.
laser rifle.
Wezo Wafa.
Oh,
Okay.
Oz definitely has his rifle out and is pointing it in.
that come from? Oh, I pulled that. How did that happen? That's weird. No, I'm doing weird things in Fantasy Grounds that I don't understand.
Oh, are you why my token was dancing earlier?
No. I pulled something from the chat and then it reposted, and I was very confused.
Yeah, I'm trying to. How did you guys get that green text? Because I was trying to do it for the, be right back text.
Green text is alt.
Okay.
That's OOC. You got.
I did it out. I completely did it by accident. I actually pulled something Din had written earlier.
The things you can do is chat, which is your character speaking. That's base. If you press Control when you do it, it becomes an action. Control Shift becomes emote, and Alt becomes out of character.
What's emote?
Emote is Control Shift, although I'm not entirely sure what it looks like because it kind of just looks like the action functions to me.
Yeah.
So here I'll show you. That's action and that's emote.
Okay, so weird. Okay.
The difference is just the colon, I guess.
All right, everybody roll initiative.
What?
Oh god. Okay. No. Oh, this.
Zombie ponies. Where's my initiatives?
Right. Main for initiative, or is it
Main. It's.
Yeah, you can get initiative off of main.
Oh, there it is.
Oh hell yeah, going first. Unless they roll really
going
well.
Last. I don't want to be here. That's why I'm going last.
Yeah, it seems like everyone beat them except Nebula. All right, what you're looking at is 4 scientists in complete medical gear, hazmat-like uniforms, coverings over their faces and stuff like that. But their faces are completely covered in unusual growths. They're off color. You think like Deadpool's face under the mask.
Oh no.
And the voice that you were hearing about, hey, is someone there? It's coming from a speaker system hooked up to one of them that they use to speak out of while they're in that suit so they can be heard.
And it's just been stuck on repeat.
Yeah, it's just been repeating whatever they last been saying.
That's certainly familiar from another horrifying thing.
Thank you. All right, so Smirkfluff goes first. Since you guys heard this coming, they will not get the jump on you.
If I click this target enemy units thing, what does that do?
It should target an enemy unit.
Oh, okay, so it actually gives me arrows. Neat. Alright, so I'm going to shoot the one. I'm going to shoot Bio Zombie Pony 3 with a full attack. I'm pretty sure I can do that.
Yeah, it looks like you're targeting all of them right now.
Oh, yeah, I think it's just going to do that automatically. Hang on, I'll see if I can get it to not. No, I can't. That's...
Okay, that's all right.
Hang on, there we go.
There you go.
Got it to clear targets.
Okay.
So yeah, Bio Pony 3.
All right.
Full attack. Of which I think I hit bugger all and nothing.
Let me check. Pony 3. With laser rifle. So that's against EAC. Their EAC is 10, so that will hit.
Woo! I hit with 1. Worth
You hit
it.
with 1. They're not exactly armored people.
3 damage.
3 damage. Okay. So,
Fire damage, if that matters.
it matters slightly, yes. Okay.
Awesome. So that will be my turn.
Action. Okay. Standing where you are? Standing in ground?
Yeah, I'm standing ground.
Yeah, okay. Icebreaker.
I know exactly what I'm gonna do, and that's move down. The faster we get in, get what we need, and get out, the less we have to fight them.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm gonna just use my actions to move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be 30, I think.
Yep.
And then I can use another move action, correct?
Yep, you can use your standard action to move again.
3, 4, 5, 6. So that will be my move.
All right. Lethe.
Okay, she's going to move up a little bit to where Smirkfluff is and ready to shoot at the first zombie that gets within range of the pulsecaster pistol. She's basically just going to wait because they're out of range for her at the moment.
A holding action?
Holding action until one gets in range, and then she's shooting.
Okay. Nivix.
Range.
Wange.
Wange.
Yeah, I'm going to say my inhibitor from pharmacology won't do shit. So I'm just going to go with a basic... I'm just going to basic attack it. Actually, you know what? I'll go full.
Okay.
I can't remember how to do the targeting thing, but...
Hold control and click on the icon you want, I believe. There you go. Number 3 is targeted.
Well, it's 55 feet. That means it's the needle rifle instead.
Okay.
Well.
Okay, yeah. KAC is slightly higher than their EAC. So those will miss. Good try, though. An attempt was made. All right. I believe that's it.
Yeah.
Oz, you are next.
All right, moving up to get within range, and then popping off a shot at Biozombie Pony 3.
That
And
will
I
miss.
suspect missing, yeah.
Okay. Unfun. All right. Number 1. Is that far?
He's in range, so...
So you want to take your saved action?
Yep.
That will hit.
Okay, see, right. Damage is 4 electric.
Electric. Dee. Hey. Okay.
Wasn't the only person thinking that.
Had to be somebody else, right? Okay, number 2, where are you? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You move there. You shamble. They're not too intelligent, thankfully. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. This one is just within Smirkfluff attack distance.
Yep.
Oh, clicks that. That will not do it. Attempts to do the body slam thing that a zombie is known for and misses.
Yeah,
All right.
unfortunately. Yeah.
Fortunately for you. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Nebula.
Meh.
Okay.
I have way too many screens open, doing multiple things. Yeah, I can probably get right here with 25. I can actually do things in combat.
Yeah, they're not flying, thankfully.
They're not. That's 3, right?
Okay.
Yay.
That hits. Roll damage. All right. Biozombie number 3 looking very poor at this moment. All right, back up to Smirkfluff. There's one in your face. What do you do?
I'm going to shoot it as hard as I can. Not a full attack this time, just a general one shot, provided I can get my action thing up. So how do you get it so it just targets one dude?
Just hold the control key down and click on the one dude you want to target.
Alright, so control, like that token?
Yeah. There you go.
Yep, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that hits.
That definitely hits.
Alright, so damage. Oh, lame.
Okay, 1 damage.
I'm
All right.
helping.
Yeah, every point helps. Icebreaker.
She's going to call back. Do your best not to die, friends, and move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Please don't bring more.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Now to start a meeting.
In fact, there was a meeting that was here. Yes. There's booklets all over the tables left on something called Project Unity by Sharawasi.
Oh boy.
Looks like this meeting was interrupted, but you have found the treasure.
I say they did not follow Robert's Rules of Orders.
That is true.
They're also not following social distancing.
That is also true. Lethe, you are next.
Curious question. Would a mysticism check see if like curing magic would harm them?
I can give that one to you for free. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. I was just asking for the mysticism roll first.
Yeah.
Which is yeah, unfortunately I rolled really bad, but
I'll give that one to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking me to roll there.
Well, yeah, go ahead and roll.
Okay, yeah.
10 is enough. This is an easy one. Low DC. Curing them will not harm them.
Okay, that's what I wanted to double check. So she's just going to take another shot with the pistol.
They're not zombies in the undead sense. They're zombies in the... They're not ponies at this point. They are...
something else.
Biological life forms that
oh, that means
went awry.
Okay, that's better. So if that thing's really bad, she's going to take a moment and then cast instead Mind Thrust.
Go ahead.
Let's see. It's... Yep. Oop, darn it. It's safety C 14. For... if they fail, they take 7 damage.
For which one?
The first one. That's in
First
Smirkfluff's range, yeah.
Number 3. Okay.
Yep.
Mostly because I forgot to say it. My stellar mode.
That is not going to do it. Okay, so stellar mode for you.
Yep, and he takes 7 damage from the thrust.
Yeah, it just collapses. And stops moving entirely. It is a dead mass of
biological. Yep. Okay.
It has ceased to be whatever it was. All right, Nivix, you are next.
Okay.
Number 1 is slightly injured, and number 2 and number 4 are
I'm going to hit the 2 with the needle rifle loaded with the -2 AC inhibitor.
Okay. Will hit.
And now it has -2 to AC for 4 turns. 7 rounds. 3 plus, the mod.
Right. Okay, so 4 rounds, -2 to hit number 2. That's easy to remember.
7.
Or 7, sorry. -2 to hit what?
-2 to hit or -2 to its AC to be hit?
It says takes a -2 penalty to AC.
AC, right? Okay,
Okay, so it's easier to hit.
it's easier to hit.
Yeah.
-2 AC on Biozombie number 2. Got it? Okay. Tongue twisters. Gotta love them. All right. And it takes a slight damage, so excellent. Oz is up.
So Oz has this Nebby and Smirk barricade right in front of him. He's hiding behind it and taking advantage of. He wasn't going to attack number 1, but sees, oh, we're attacking number 2? Okay, fine. Full
Assuming that Nemi is tall enough for
Let's see.
Ooh, hey,
So-
critical effect.
So
If
the
it has
critical
a-
hit and the other one was just a miss. Okay. So I forget. How do I? So what's the crit hit?
Yeah, double damage. And you don't have any critical effect, so
And
Okay.
you completely blow it away. So
Critical hit. It's dead.
just boom. It just collapses with bits of normal looking blood at least. So yeah, that was a brilliant shot there. Nice. All right, number 1. Undeterred. Okay, is going to target Smirkfluff because he looks like an easy target.
Yeah.
And that looks like a hit.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. So you take 1 bludgeoning.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh no.
They're not exactly here for the action. All right, number 4. 5, 6. That's that. Nebula.
Hi. No,
So Smirkfluff takes a
21.
slap to the chest.
that's no, that's not allowed. I'm sorry.
Okay. What do you do?
I wanted to smack it, but I guess I can't do that.
Not rolling a 2 for a total of 5. That would be a miss.
Oh.
Good attempt, though. Next round, Smirkfluff.
Cool. I'm just
Thank you.
going to shoot the one in front of me because it's in front of me and it needs to stop having opinions.
Okay. That's going to
Cool.
hit. Okay.
I like that idea. It just comes up, pokes me. I'm like, yeah, no, bang.
Bang. All right, number 1 destroyed. Okay. Icebreaker.
I'm assuming it's an action to grab absolutely everything I possibly can. Correct?
Yes. It is,
All right.
Yeah. 1 standard action grabs everything.
All right. 1 standard action to grab every single piece of paperwork on this table.
Yes. So you will have 4 copies of the Unity project for this meeting.
Nivix is going to be getting one of them to study.
Don't worry, I'll share. Is there anything else on the table aside from that? Or in the
No.
room aside from that?
I mean, there's in the upper left corner, there's a little drink bar.
Okay.
There's computers for like presentations, but no power, so no
Mhm.
computer. And very comfy chairs that are probably worth a lot of money.
Probably.
They are leather.
Ooh.
Probably not the fake one either. Probably cow
That
leather.
raises more questions.
Cow leather. Cow leather. Sticking to it.
Yep.
Okay.
Man, part of me is tempted to see if I can grab the alcohol too, just as a like, hey, let's make some makeshift Molotovs.
Well, if you want to move there and look through it next round, you can. So,
Makeshift Molotovs, as if there's another option.
right.
Those store brand Molotovs, you know. I think I'm gonna move over to the computer, and it's not powered on, but I could probably take it, can't I?
Yeah, it's a small computer.
Then I'll grab that. I'll move over and I'll grab that next turn.
Okay. Lethe, there was one zombie remaining. Not
She's
very effective.
going to do the again for. Wow, the dice are not too kind on the mind thrust tonight. Oh well.
Okay, so that's a save. Okay. Defenses. So here we go. That's a no.
Not a save.
That's not a save. So it takes 5 damage, is it?
Yep, just 5.
5
I want to
is
see
still-
double. Yes, I want to see double digit one day.
Right. All right. 5 damage. Yeah, it's hurting. Not a living mind, but it's got something of a mind. Nivix, you are next.
Let's see.
Targeted.
Yeah, I'm going to use. I'm going to just use the semi-auto at this point. I think.
Can do.
Right, full auto.
Well, you hit once.
Yep.
Okay, it's not looking too good. O's, you are next.
Yeah, one guess what's happening.
A party?
Misses. A lot of
Ah.
them.
A party of bullets.
Well, that back wall never saw it coming. All right. Number
Can't hit
4.
the broad side of a laboratory.
Well, technically did, but that wasn't what they were aiming at. All right. Give me a slam attack against Nebula.
No, leave me alone.
That will hit. Take a whopping. Uno. Okay.
Get off, 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 get off.
Nebula. It's your turn, and you can certainly smack it back.
Please.
Okay, you hit it. That's a solid hit. That's a solid dead body.
Smacking it into the pavement until it's paste.
Okay. So it is paste. The fight is won. Okay.
And just a slight glare. You didn't need to go that far, as Nivix is, doing the scan so that we can identify the scientists later as needed. Not touching the bodies because not gonna risk it being contagious.
With the immediate threat done, Oz runs over to see if Icebreaker needs any help.
You see Icebreaker holding a computer, unplugging the wiring on it and putting it in a pocket.
Looking around. Oh, is that Molotov material?
Yeah, possibly. I don't know how strong it is, but better than nothing.
My gosh.
While they're doing that, she's going to cast Detect Affliction on the body.
The bodies are suffering from cancer.
Okay. Huh.
Just very unusual way of doing it. It's full body, just
Like a
Cool.
massive tumorous outbreak.
yeah, massive tumorous outbreak. They died, whoever they were, and the tumors essentially just took over the body like a vehicle.
Yeah.
Well, this is
It's
going to
not
make
contagious, is it, though?
No, not contagious, thankfully.
Yay.
Was there anything in this space, the space I'm currently in,
The space there, just desks, offices, nothing of interest. I mean, there's basic computer, a phone, but nothing of interest.
Okay.
Same with the above area there. This looks like just the office area.
Yeah. Should we take that computer too?
Nothing seems to be in the hallway coming up or down with the sound of the fighting.
Nope, you haven't alerted anything.
Okay.
How potent is the alcohol?
How important?
How potent?
Oh, potent? Martini grade stuff.
Not worth taking.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Well,
want
I
to
mean-
Then those looks
drink.
around, and so all the all the materials been taken, and the only thing that's really significant left is the leather chairs, right?
Yeah, the nice big fluff, comfy
Yeah.
chairs.
Yeah, Oz recognizes them as
Chairs.
something burned here.
I'm already burning this whole lab. You gotta be specific.
Someone made chairs out of the corpses of cows.
Well, if you're gonna put it that way,
He does.
I'm already,
okay.
I'm already burning the whole lab. You gotta.
All right, I'll set up the alcohol to help burn the chairs when you get around to this part. And then he does.
Oh,
How
jeez.
comfortable are the chairs?
Very. There. I mean, you're looking at like $300 office chairs.
Well, they were.
Oh
before
man,
the
we should
14.
totally take them.
They'd be a little bulky to take, but I mean,
Sitting
I guess
to
nothing-
have them
technically
burn when
nothing
the car
stops
gets
you.
over here.
Because like they're probably nicer than the chairs we've got back at the hideout.
We have a
They
U-Haul.
are. Yeah, you could take them.
I vote we take the chairs.
There are 6 chairs.
We gotta take the comfy chairs in honor of chairs we can't have somewhere else in another universe.
From the other
What?
side. I am firmly in the let's not take the chairs camp.
I am entirely making a jab just at you, Dan.
I know.
Also, just as a note with the whole can see in the dark thing, I actually have, radius 30 feet dim light with my horn, so.
Mm-hmm. That you do.
Radius 20 feet with the boat that's always there.
Yep.
I'm taking a chair for myself.
She's gonna cart it
I wanna have
around, or you're
I
gonna
want to
get
have
it
a
on the
comfy
way out.
chair for my room. Oh, we'll grab it on the way out.
Okay.
So you're stopping those from setting alcohol on the chairs then?
I mean, you can burn the other chairs, just leave one.
Fine, set that one outside the lab.
All right.
Okay.
Let's drag the computers, both the one I'm currently carrying and the one from this office, if possible.
You can put it in a chair and just wheel it out
Yeah.
that way when it's time.
What I'm getting at is let's get those into U-Haul now. So
And
we're
then-
carrying less.
Yeah, I vote for that, actually.
Yeah, Oz will accept the use of the chair as a carriage vehicle and mount the computers on them to wheel them back.
It'll take 10 minutes tops to 1 chair, 2 computers, put it together. I mean, they're little computers, like those little brick ones that you get. And you just take it back to the U-Haul truck, open up the back hatch, slide it in, close the hatch. You've secured chair and 2 computers.
And the body hasn't moved, correct?
None of the bodies have moved.
Okay,
None of them.
cool.
I like how that's a question we need to start asking.
It's specific. I was specifically thinking about the one in the van, but
Oh, I see.
Before we go and leave with the U-Haul, can we get the rest of the audio things, the audio logs or video logs?
I assume you copied the recordings, yes?
Well, the audio
I
ones.
really,
yeah.
I really hope that's Digo moving us.
That was not me.
Okay. With the lab taken care of, Oz will go back to the tanks and consider briefly if he can rig them to be bombs.
Yes. It's not too difficult to do.
I don't think we're done here, y'all.
No, and that's why he's considering rigging them as bombs.
Just get the oxygen tanks in places that I can easily get to. It's fine.
Well, actual serious question: if we've got the computers, what else are we looking for here?
In the main house, there might be other things.
We have that, like, I think the way to think about this is if we want to break this down, like, objective wise, we just hit the bare minimum to technically succeed.
Mhm.
But there's way more to figure out, along with the fact that there was a rock, there was a Kirin with a half mask who was clearly coming in here to stab people.
There is a level below that was mentioned on the audio tapes from the
Yep.
security officer.
I vote that this place is creepy as shit, and we should leave with the bare minimum.
I am 60-40 in that camp.
If
Simply
there's
because of that Kirin that was on the tape.
Okay, since we have a choke point, Oz will go ahead and rig the remaining oxygen tanks as bombs around this choke point. Try to get like a radio detonator so that only they can detonate it.
Don't think you can really do that with oxygen tanks.
Well, no, are there like electronics that he can scavenge for a radio receiver?
I just mean, like, you
Yeah,
would
I mean-
have to build like a protective layer around the oxygen tanks so that they can't just be punctured with a bullet or
Just
something.
leave them in places I can run past. It's fine.
What happened to the rooms above that blew away was that oxygen was leaked into the room, and a room full of pure oxygen lit on fire. It turns into a fireball very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's thinking of arranging them behind the two sides of the door here so that anything on the other side of the door can't shoot them.
You're talking about basically having the door so that basically she can shoot one or the other and it creates a stream of flame.
If necessary, preferably with all of us on this side of the door before it happens, yes.
I think the issue with that is there's a preferably on one side of the door situation. I
Yeah.
think it's more likely to trap us than to
Okay,
prevent
well,
things.
we'll leave it for now, and if need be, we can come back to it. But let's,
Yeah.
I guess, see what's behind the door for now.
All
And
right.
see if things are
It's-
very much worse.
Icebreaker is going to look at Smirkfluff and say, "Look, I'm not keen on digging down this too much deeper, but I am also not comfortable not knowing what the hell we're dealing with here, and possibly just letting it loose."
I mean, you do have a fair point on that front, but I don't know. It's a megacorp. Maybe there are just some things we're better off not knowing.
It's a megacorp who abandoned this.
Well,
I'd rather we clean up the mess than they decide it needs to be cleaned up.
to be fair, this happened very recently. Who's to say they just haven't been alerted to the problem yet?
Oh, good. Well, they have been, and the cleaners are going to turn up any minute now.
I mean, you don't know.
That's true. We don't. But we've been in here for a while now.
Hmm?
All right. Well, as long as everyone keeps their eyes open, I guess.
Oh, Spud left a question real quick.
Oh.
I do feel like we kind of got to a decent stopping point.
That's actually what I was going to do.
Okay.
All right. So where you are in this room, storage, this first X here that I'm spinning, basically spare components and parts and stuff for the auto dock, other medical stations, things like that. If things break down, you come here, get parts, fix it. That's that one. To the right, at the corner here, the circle end, that was a freight elevator. The cables have been cut, so the freight elevator has fallen to the lower level. There is a ladder you could use to climb down if you want. But there's also a ladder to climb up to the surface. This is essentially think of it as an emergency exit if you want to get out.
Okay.
And then up here with the stairs, just a stairwell going down to the next basement level. that's where we will leave it off. You guys have essentially secured this level. And there's another level down below if you wish to go deeper into what they were doing down here.
We need to find more about Project Utopia.
Unity.
Unity.
Sorry.
It's okay.
All right. I do have one last thing that I would like to discuss with the group real fast, if that's okay.
Yes, that is okay.
We have cleared the first floor. We know that there is nothing else up here yet. Is now the time we turn on the power?
That sounds like a good idea.
Because if we go down there, like, I don't think we're going to be able to go down there and then come back up, turn on the power, and go down there if anything else needs to go.
Yeah, that seems like a fair thing to do. Because we can see anything that's down below from the right as well. We have a good vantage point.
Yeah, I say we turn on the power and then use the security cameras to sweep the second floor before we go down there ourselves.
Yeah, especially because both of our ways down there are choke points. So, yeah, I absolutely agree with the security camera thing.
All right. Then I'm going to just make in my notes, we are turning the power on, and we can do that at the beginning of the next game.
Very good.
With that, Oz asks that you guys hold this area while he goes and turns the power on and then goes get the security camera. Maybe one pony comes with him.
Hell no. If we're doing it, we go three or we either split into groups of 3 or
Okay, 2 ponies come with those, and the other 3 make sure if anything is awakened, it's held here, where you have a choke point.
yeah, that
Sounds good
sounds
to me.
more logical.
Okay.
We'll leave it on that.
I have a public note, Icebreaker Notes, Mission 2. That should contain everything we've learned today.
And boy, maybe there's some things in there you didn't want to learn.
Oh, no. Hey, is this a bad time to mention I've been watching a lot of videos on kirin, and so that's been sitting in my head this whole time?
Huh.
I
I knew that was something I meant to buy.
All right. We will leave it here, chummers.
Thank you, thank you.
Spud, if you want to go ahead and take us out. I mean,
Sure thing.
phrasing.
Maybe another time. Thank you for listening to our Spudventures. If you like what you heard, you can find more at youtube.com/newbiespud or wherever you get your fine podcasts. We aim to livestream these games every Sunday around 2 p.m. Pacific time at twitch.tv/newbiespud. If you want to keep up with this and other projects I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitter at newbiespud. And if you want to support my ability to produce more content like this, please consider supporting me at patreon.com/newbiespud. See you next time with more of The Forgotten Ones.